What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody? Let's goody. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, we got some news today as Teofimo Lopez will be headed to Triller for his next fight. And that Triller fight will be a co-main event to Mike Tyson Evander Holyfield Part 3. Teofimo Lopez initially, I was told that he would get $4 million. Now it's 3.2, 800,000 less than what I initially was told that he would receive for this fight in the purse bid. Okay. So now it's stated that he is going to make $3.2 million. That's still his biggest payday. He would have gotten more. He would have gotten more if he would have fought Devin Haney for $4 million. Teofimo Lopez, he said he don't know where the $4 million talk came from. Well, it came from your dad, Teofimo Lopez Sr., your father, training manager. That's where it came from. He stated that he would accept $4 million to fight Devin Haney. That's where that came from. Nonetheless, congratulations to Teofimo Lopez, man. He bet on himself and he won. Point blank and period. He bet on himself and he won. Okay. Bob Arum, now he stated that, Bob Arum, he stated that if Teofimo Lopez, makes a huge impression on Triller, then maybe they'll like him enough to buy him out his contract, and that's fine. That's what Bob Arum stated. Okay, this is a huge win for Teofimo Lopez. Bob Arum, we know he said that allegedly Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos Jr. they were colluding to. Obviously, Bob Arum has a lot going on. He was going to join us today. But things happen. It's a lot going on. With that said, Bob Arum, he stated that, Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos Jr., they were in collude. They were colluding allegedly together to get as much money as possible. And he didn't like that. Okay. Well, Teofimo Lopez, he may have been able to earn more money fighting Devin Haney, but nonetheless, he got George Kambosos Jr. $2.1 million. I'm going to say it again for you people. He got George Kambosos Jr., a relatively unknown fighter, $2.1 million. Let's put that in context. Terrence Crawford is guaranteed 3.5. Terrence Crawford is a 3-division world champion. He's accomplished. He's considered the best fighter in the world. Teofimo Lopez, he maneuvered to get George Kambosos, not just himself, but George Kambosos Jr., $2.1 million. Understand, that's more than what Teofimo Lopez made when he fought Vasyl Lomachenko. Just to put it in context, okay? Lomachenko made 2.5 to fight him. He made 1.7 or something like that to fight Lomachenko. George Kambosos Jr. is going to earn $2.1 million. A round of applause to Teofimo Lopez. That Teofimo Lopez deserves a huge round of applause. Now, again, I truly wish he would have fought Devin Haney. He would have got $4 million. But for Teofimo Lopez to be able to maneuver to get George Kambosos Jr. $2.1 million, that is magnificent on the part of Teofimo Lopez Sr. That was good business on their part because they didn't just do it for themselves, but they also got their partner, their dancing partner, a huge payday, a massive payday. Make it very well. If he don't beat Teofimo Lopez, it very well could be the biggest payday of his career ever moving forward. Right? So huge respect to Teofimo Lopez for doing that because you don't see that all the time. And for Teofimo Lopez, obviously he had to concede to George Kambosos Jr. getting the money that he's getting. Huge respect to him, man. Huge respect to him because that's a massive purse for George Kambosos Jr. $2.1 million. That's huge. Let me greet my peopleizations. We got 250 people. Let's get 250 likes. Ghetto Love, Damian Forster, Tay Brown, peace of blessings, Queen. Six Williams, salute. Jose Diaz, Charles Cozier, my brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell, Brothers UK, Sean Baller, Shizzy Green, Nola Boy Sports and News, James, salute. CWG 1983, salute. Jeff the producer, my brother, salute. D-Man Jr., D. Warren, Vince Williams, Mods Tokart, salute. Reginaldo Gary Goria, salute. James, salute. Ketty Peets, 504, salute. Vince Williams, salute. RRS1, salute. Will Smith, salute. Dias Creek, salute. D Stacks TV. Let me stop from the bottom because I don't know what's going on. Scott Birmingham, Colts 21 215. Jamal Henderson, Cliff Young, Shamal Rashawn Shalom, salute. Peace and blessings, King. TD LLC, God's greatest. Sneaky Quiet, salute. Big Zoe, Stephen Young, salute. Nando L, salute. The boxing section, TBS, salute. Big Zoe, salute. Minute Second, salute. Will Purdue, salute. Clayton Smith, salute. 88 Sports Talk, Prime Minister, salute. Dwayne Freeman, salute. S.TV, salute. Stedman Paget, salute. Vinny Vincent, T. Scott, salute. Mark Wunderlich, salute. Jeff the producer, Scott Birmingham, Black Alpha, salute. 24 SMS, salute. Will Lattimore, The Real T. Shell, salute. DP Rocker, my brother, salute. Miss for B, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Salute. Focus Ball, what's good with you, King? How you feeling? Salute. TC, Omar Hamilton, Ahmad is Ahmad. Salute. Kevin Price, Jay Davis, Bobo, salute. Ahmad, salute. Who else I got? Missed. That's it. Smash the like button, man. You see they playing with the stream. They playing with the stream, so smash the like button, okay? Let's get the likes up. It just dropped from 275 people to 219 people. Okay, so smash the like button. Winners train, losers complain. Salute. Mac J. Hollywood, King Jaffe Joe. Salute. John Walker. UNDR. Ray Did. Salute. What's good with you, King? How you feeling? Smash the like button, man. Taylor Bell. Salute. My brother Taylor Bell. Salute. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr. Salute. What's good? Pay YA. Salute. Yeah, you know, Boston and Barbecue. Salute. Lighthouse Diggy Mob. Salute. Dub B Sports TV. Salute. Jamil Allen. Salute. Quan. Salute. My brother Box Conversation Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation Reggie Owens. Smash the like button, my peoples. Y'all see they playing with the stream today. George Proctor. Quan Field. Salute. Adrian Vett. Salute. JC Trinity. Salute. A-Rod 83 Batio, Kirk Jordan, salute. They playing with the stream, man. We went up to 277 people, and then it dropped from 277 to 219. Abdul Rahim, salute. They playing with the stream. Smash the like button. Let's work. Let's work, my peoples. Salute my brother Boss Red 357 in the building in that super chat. He said Bob is going to freeze T.O. out and make an example out of him for what he just done. Yeah, he said that. Al Roberts, salute. Welcome down, Ram, salute. Bo Coley, salute. Q, salute. D Bevel, what's good with you, D Bevel? How you feeling, King? Boxing and MMA 365, salute. We was gonna have Bob was gonna come on today, but he got a lot going on. Armin Acosta, salute. He just called me and said that he couldn't make it today because he was gonna come on today. But we're going to have him on. Emmanuel H, a.k.a. Super Chat E. LJ Burns, salute. We're going to be having my brother Emmanuel H on at least once a week moving forward, man. Came to win, salute. We're going to start having on the brothers. He gave me a great idea. Salute to Emmanuel H, man. He gave me a great idea. LJ Burns, salute. We're going to start bringing my brother Emmanuel H on. Al Roberts, salute. So Fly High 89, Ardanis Tillman, salute. Brandon Adam Perry, salute. Smash the like button. Mr. Shelton, salute. Nitty G, my brother, salute. Yeah, we're gonna do some big things, man. We got some big things coming, man. So I hope y'all prepared for the big things we got coming down the pipe. TR, salute. School of Skills, salute. So we're gonna have that's great, D Bevel. That's great. So we're gonna have some big things coming down the pipe, man. I'm gonna have some announcements for y'all real soon. As I told you guys, I'm gonna show you where your money go, and then you're gonna have to ask everybody else to show you where your money go. You understand me? I'm gonna show y'all, and then y'all gonna have to hold everybody else accountable. Michael Stevenson, salute. I promise you. Tone Brown, salute. We ain't just you know your support, your grind, your love for me and this platform don't go unnoticed. Believe that. David Scott III, Mark Wunderlich, salute. Robert Rich, salute. Oh, you're gonna see where it go. You're gonna see where it go, man. You understands me? You getting ready to see. Premier Athletics, salute. You're gonna see, man. So Maurice Knight, A. Louis, salute. So with that said, yeah, like he said, Bob, Bob, he stated that, he don't truly, Brian New York, salute. He said that, he don't truly, it didn't move him. Cerebral Shadowboxer, salute, that he lost his purse bid. I was surprised that they put up the number that they put up, 2.3. Black Grass Podcast, salute. I was surprised that they put up the Michael Bernard, salute, the 2.3. Because from, I thought that they had no interest in putting up anything to try and win this fight. William Old School All Dead, my brother, salute. I was surprised that they put that up. You know what I mean? But they did. He put it up. You know what I'm saying? And so now there's talks that this fight could be headed to Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield undercard. The part 3, the trilogy. 3 states below. Salute. That's from my understanding. This could be the co-main event for Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, and this could be in Dubai. Matt 7, salute. It could be taken to Dubai. Okay. That's huge for Teofimo Lopez, because initially I'm like, well, if this is the main event, Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos Jr. Well, Gerard Castro, salute. It may not do that well because George Kambosos Jr., let's be honest, is not known. He's relatively unknown here, and especially here in the States. Maybe in Australia, he's a superstar. Here, Xavier Martinez, salute. Yovu, salute. Here in the States, he's not a big star. He's not. He's relatively unknown. Majid, salute. So with that said, Riley Forster, Johnny Q, salute. So, I was like, man, it's not going to do that well because they're not big names. But the fact that they're going to put this as the co-main event to Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield 3, Mark Stearns, George Proctor, salute. That J.A. Dixon, salute. Boston and Barbecue, salute. That is huge for Teofimo Lopez in his career. Flint, Michigan, Friston Charles, salute. Why y'all say? Because listen, EJ Love, salute. Remember, Roy Jones and Mike Tyson did 2 million pay-per-views. Anwar Willis, salute. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield is going to do well over 2.5 million pay-per-views. The Real T Shells, Harden Step Back, salute. Harden Step Back, where you been at, man? Mark Fralin, salute. Where you been at, bro? Race TMH, salute. So Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield is going to do at least 2.5 million pay-per-views. At least. Right? Because Donald Favor, salute. People are now familiar with the Triller app. Right? You got to think, it did 2 million pay-per-views, right? And nobody knew about it. Brand new. Bobo, salute. It was brand new. You understand? Black Boxing King, salute. It was brand new. Mr. Money Mac, salute. Now that people are somewhat familiar with it, they probably still have the app. They understand how it works. Quan 43, what's good? Rock Regal, salute. Right? So now people are familiar with it. And it did 2 million views with Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. Kennard Williams, salute. You best believe. Focus Ball, what's good? Go subscribe to my brother Focus Ball. Mr. Tally 140, salute. December Winter, salute. Right? It's gonna do. Oh, it definitely should have been Teofimo and Devin Haney. No doubt about it. But nobody could doubt this, right? Jermaine Bean, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute. Maybe Bud and Porter can go to purse bid, huh? For sure. I was thinking, catch up to greatness, salute. I was thinking the same thing. Mac Wavy, salute. If Terrence Crawford, Josh Hall, salute. If Terrence Crawford sees this, Jason Helton, salute. And Terrence Crawford, the light bulb should go off in Terrence Crawford. The light bulb should go off. Henry Flournoy, salute. Jadavis 2310, salute. The light bulb should go off. If you're Terrence Crawford right now, Geo James Khalil 98, Jason Helton, salute. The light bulb should go bing. Tony TV, salute. Andre Jefferson, salute. Mike Rhymes, salute. Yep, Teofimo Lopez learned the business, and I stand corrected. Jay Lee, salute. Now, I'm gonna say this, right? Jermaine Bean is on to something. Because if I'm Terrence Crawford right now, I'm like, I ain't signing nothing. You understands me? I'm not signing nothing. I'm gonna let it go to purse bid. If him and Sean Porter come together and let it go to purse bid, as Bob stated. Remember, Bob Arum stated he would let Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter go to purse bid. Let it go to purse bid. Triller comes along. Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford. You think Triller ain't swooping? They just swooped in for Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr., people. You understand me? If you got a fight of Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford, you know how much money they'll put up because it does wonders for their app. It's one thing, Michael Bernal, my brother in Super Chat, explain the purse bid process for all. I will in a second. Right? Guess what? If it go Terrence Crawford, they put up $6 million for George Kambosos. How much you think they put up for Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter? Are y'all not understanding me? Teofimo Lopez just got Sean Porter made 1.6 for the Famela fight. They gave him George Kambosos Jr. 2.1, and he ain't fight nobody. How much do you think they give Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford? You talking whopping amounts of money. And what else they could do with that fight? Are you following me? If I'm Terrence Crawford right now, if you're Terrence Crawford, you got to be looking at this and saying, hold up, wait a minute. Teofimo Lopez is getting the same purse I'm getting to fight George Kambosos. Bold ones, yeah, he did. Bill offered him $4 million. Sin Strong's TV, salute. He offered him $4 million and he agreed. King Vonnie 86, my brother, salute. He said we got 252 likes. We got 500 people here and we don't even have half the likes. Paul Harris, salute. And we don't have half the likes. Where do they do that at? Yusuf Nuruddin, salute. Check Hook, salute. True Blue 45, salute. Wayne Fitness, Low Soul, salute. Dane Watson, salute. God bless. PGH Big Dog, salute. Una Siv, salute. Richard Diaz, salute. Underground Asylum, salute. D-Pot Shiz, salute. Where do they do that at? 7 Times Society, salute. Appreciate you. He said, you got my like. Appreciate you. Ramses Piper, salute. Where you been at? We got 520 people now. Jelani Everett, salute. Randall Bishop, salute. Let's work. Ruben Quinnos, salute. Get the likes to 500. Khalid Muhammad, salute. Right now, people. Come on. Justin R, salute. Come on. D. Grant, DC. Xavier Floyd, Aaron Jones, salute. So, here's the thing. The purse bid was this. Bob Arum didn't want to put the purse bid up. He didn't want to bid high on it. It's a mandatory. Bo Desi, the late bloomer, salute. Where you been at, bro? Check Hook, salute. Chris Trucker, salute. Hitman Stick, salute. This is a mandatory, right? A belt is involved. You understand? So the fight has to be made. God first, salute. The fight has to be made because the sanction body has mandated it or it results in a loss of belt. Ashante L, salute. So in this case, Teofimo Lopez, he looked at the landscape. Now he said to himself, send peace, salute. Now for us, Klondike Cats, SPC, salute. So Tay Walker, salute. So now let me tell y'all something. Teofimo Lopez, Bob Arum was absolutely correct. And I'm going to say this alleged. Kareem Ebanks, salute. Because Teofimo Lopez, right? Remember he kept saying, y'all going to see just how much of a ducker I am, after the purse bid. Because he knew that Triller was going to come up with this amount of money. Bob Arum knew that Triller was involved. Rich Alex, salute. Boston Planet Apparel, salute. This didn't come out of the clear blue. This didn't blindside Bob Arum. He knew this was coming. You understand? He didn't know they was going to put up that much money, but he knew it was coming. And so that's why Bob Arum essentially, right? Bob Arum essentially, right? He was not happy. And that's why he put it out there that they were colluding behind the scenes. Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Teofimo Lopez, see, he had to essentially, Sylvester Solomon 2011, salute. Teofimo Lopez, he had to, clean it up and say, where that $4 million come from, that talk of $4 million? Well, it came from your father in an interview when he was on a conversation with Devin Haney's father training manager, your father training manager. Teofimo Lopez Sr. was on a call, and Bill Haney said, if we get you $4 million, would you accept the fight with Devin? And he said, yeah, I told my son we'll do the fight for $4 million unless we could get $10 million to fight George Kambosos Jr. Well, obviously, they didn't get $10 million to fight George Kambosos Jr. He's going to get 3.2. So he could have got $4 million to fight Devin Haney, but he's going to get close to the same number with a lower risk. Business. Right? So now here's the thing. Right? Here's the thing about it. It was a smart move, and you can tell obviously something was happening behind the scenes with this George Kambosos situation where he knew he could stand to get big money, especially if Bob Arum was going to let it go to purse bid. He knew that. So the purse bid is therefore mandatory because of the belts. Why isn't this okay? Because of the belt. So the sanction body are mandating fights, okay? And so if they can't come to an agreement, then it goes to a purse bid, right? If the sides can't come to a mutual agreement, then the sanction body like, okay, well now it goes to a purse bid. And then the highest bidder win the fight, and now you got to accept what they give you or you lose your belt. That's what it is. So in the case of Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter, it can go to purse bid like this. And they're going to get far more money than what Teofimo Lopez just got. And obviously, Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr., they knew something. That's why Bob Arum said that they were colluding behind the scenes to get as much money as possible. They knew that somebody was going to come along and pay them big money. And guess what? Even Eddie Hearn came through and was going to rock and drop 3.2. Now, it wasn't as big. It would have been more than Teofimo's purse and more than Kambosos would have normally get. But now Triller came in and rocked that boat and said, listen, I'm going to double the amount that they got. I'm going to double the amount that they putting up. Woo! And rock the boat. You understand? Salute to my brother Focus Ball in the super chat. Much blessings for feeding the community the truth. Salute to you, King. Go subscribe to my brother Focus Ball, man. Drop the link where people could go get your merch, too. And your equipment. My brother Focus Ball, man. You understand? So, they got that money. Patrick Castillo, salute. Mr. Nacho Cheese 1000, salute. You understand? Ed Beza, salute. Right? Sinstrong, salute. So, Sal PDR, salute. So now, Nando L, salute. CBG 3000, salute. Smash the like button, man. Let's get them likes all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. Salute to my brother Terrence Bailey Sr., man. Go subscribe to my brother Terrence Bailey Sr., man, the OG, man. He put me on with something huge yesterday with Nate Parker, man. I appreciate him 1,000%, man, for giving me that platform to build with the great Nate Parker, man. Appreciate my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. and go subscribe to him, man. You can see me talking to Nate Parker on Terrence Bailey Sr. channel yesterday and dropping my story of my family history. G. Dot, salute. You understand what I went through in my family. Wayne Fitness, salute. And the unfortunate situations and events that took place within my family. And, y'all can hear it. Dr. Pablo Slash, salute. Most people here. Young Moses Entertainment TV, Mark Miller, they heard my story. But if you didn't, go check it out. Lil G313, Alex Carrillo, Mark, salute. So, Emmanuel H, a.k.a. Super Chat E, my brother in the Super Chat, he says, salute, Blue, and people's in the chat. Triller knows how to promote. Look what they did with Tyson and Jones. Both are legends, way past their prime, but they still did over $2 million. Bud versus Porter easily gets $20 million. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Iron Levent, salute. We ain't even got 400 likes yet. We got 600 people now, and we still ain't got 400 likes. What you waiting for? SG Pass, Eric R, salute. Rick, 88 43, salute. How come we don't have 600 likes? What we waiting for? Christmas already passed. We ain't waiting for Christmas. Let's get it. Let's work. So that's what I'm saying. Terrence Crawford, Kevin Brown, salute. If you team Crawford, Bo Mack, Brian McIntyre, Kevin Munnis, salute. Bro Mack, Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Kenny Porter. Y'all see this. Y'all see what they was able to achieve. Make it happen. Prolific one, salute. Make it happen. J Huff, salute. Now, again, I'm going to say this again. I can't say this enough. I truly wish this was Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. That's the higher quality fight. No doubt. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's the higher quality fight. Stephen Truitt, salute. Wallace Carter III, salute. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he would have made more money. But guess what? He would have made $800,000 more to fight a higher profile fight. But it's a much higher risk. Big Nick 32, salute. Much higher risk for $800,000. So he said, I could get close to that amount. I have the opportunity to use the IBF. He used Teofimo Lopez. Let me explain something to y'all. He used the IBF to get what he wants. I'm going to say this again. Instead of them continuously using him, Pima Guileston, salute. Donald Favor, salute. Mr. Pac-Man 216, salute. Jeffrey Monroe, salute. Jonathan Trotter, salute. Instead of him, the sanction bodies taking money. No, he used the sanction bodies now. He flipped it. Josh Hall, salute. He flipped it. Just as we know, the IBF said that they was willing to take to step away and allow him to fight Devin Haney in an official undisputed match, right? And they would have given him a pardon, right? Giving him an exemption, right? And he said, well, I got to fight my mandatory because, like Bob Arum said, he already had a plan in place with George Kambosos Jr. that he couldn't put in effect with Devin Haney. Why? Because Devin Haney's not his mandatory. He understood the landscape of the business. Armani Harris, salute. He understood the landscape of the business. Joe Davis 2310, salute. That's a fact. And he used it. He said, well, if this is my mandatory, El Gallo Chavez, salute. Salute to Chicago. So TJ Sports and All Topics, salute. Chanel May, salute. So he looked at it and he said, I got to fight my mandatory. Benny Davis, salute. Alex York, salute. I got to fight my mandatory. So that way we got to go to a purse bid. And just Anthony Carolee, salute. You see Facts 100, salute. Facts 100, 6 million, not 3.2. And he had the nerve to say goof. Facts 100. Now I'm going to give you a chance to apologize. Don't block him. Don't time him out. Don't do anything. Don't block him. Don't time him out. Don't block him. Don't time him out. Don't do anything. Because now I'm going to put him on the spot. You see this? 6 million, not 3.2, goof. Now, due to you having to have, you have to be PG, right? I'm not going to say what I want to say, but I'm going to give you a chance to apologize. Because the goof here is you. That's the goof. Marco Alvarado Bravati, salute. So now I'm going to give you an opportunity because you came and you typed, so we know your fingers work. Gene Grove, salute. So now type that you apologize. And you didn't understand what was going on. You came into this conversation obviously late. Jose Avalar, salute. You came into this conversation, you must be late. You have to be late, right? Texas Bulldog Boxer, salute. And then you had the nerve to say, Jermaine Bean, salute. Oh, it's 6 million, not 3.2. Now come and apologize. Jamil Wright, salute. Now come and apologize. Sumter Cleo, salute. PJ Hackermaster, salute. And he had the nerve to say, a goof. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about? G Money, salute. Mo City, Texas, Juan, salute. You see what I'm talking about? Now come in here and let the people know you made a mistake. And we're gonna look past it. Bill D, salute. G Money, salute. Jarvis Lee, salute. Because you clearly didn't know what we was talking about. And you came in here and you said, and I didn't catch it because I just, I greet everybody. Seth Calhoun, salute. Jeffrey Monroe, salute. My brother DB in the building. DB, make sure you drop that link. Reggie, make sure y'all drop that link. Don't forget to drop the links as y'all come into your channels, man, and your platform so people can click on and get that. Big Rock, salute. Now, where'd you go, Facts 100? Now you here. You wanted the attention that you were so desperately seeking. Now you got it. Now come back. Come on. Facts 100. You was looking for it. Now you got it. Now come on. Mr. JDR, salute. Dr. Professor, salute. Duke doing one, salute. Vigilante, salute. Michael Bernard, my brother in the super chat, once again. Back in the day, purse bid was the only way to land the fight. This isn't nothing new. It's just a new era in boxing for smart managers, not promoters. This is a fact. And fighters. Michael Bernard. And the fighters. Wallace Carter III, salute, my brother. He in the super chat, he said, do you think Teofimo is even thinking about Haney? He pulled a rabbit out of the hat. I'm hoping Teofimo fight Haney, but boxing got me confused. No, he ain't going to fight Devin Haney. That ain't going to happen. He will at 140. At 140 they'll fight. Not at not at 135. We won't see them fight for undisputed. Mr. Finesse, salute. Fat Cat Shadowboxer, salute. Tanoris Robinson, salute. Hat Rack, salute. We won't see them fight at 135 for undisputed, unfortunately. But you'll see them fight, you'll see them fight probably at 140. You won't see them fight at 135. You'll see them fight at 140, not for undisputed. It's unfortunate because they should be fighting for all the marbles. It's historic, but they'll fight at 140 in some sort of unification bout or for a vacant belt, but not with this with the implications on this, with the stakes as high as it could be right now. Unless Teofimo Lopez, he says, something, I'm gonna stick around one more fight, 135. The way he talks don't sound like he is. Taylor Bell, my brother in the super chat, just so Facts 100 knows, Blue is the Adam Schefter of YouTube boxing commentary. Salute to you, King. My brother Taylor Bell in the super chat. Appreciate you 1,000%. Yeah, all I ask is if you're gonna come in here and you're gonna say something, then stand on your square and come back and say, well, listen, I ain't realize what you were saying. That's all. That's all. Ain't that hard. Vince Williams, my brother in the super chat, he said, question, do TL have to pay sanction fee on the franchise belt and typically want percentage of a fighter's purse? Do they pay for a sanctioning fee? Well, see, this is what they did, Vince Williams, and this is why Devin Haney, Bill Haney, he said that he would take them to court if he had to pay sanction fees, because then you got two people, Devin Haney paying sanction fees and Teofimo paying sanction fees for the same belt. So essentially, that's why the WBC, they elevated him to a super champion, right? So now they gave him two belts. Now he's the franchise and the super champion. So he's paying sanction fees on the super belt. Sumter Cleo, salute. GD, salute. So now he's paying sanction fees on the super belt. Now he left, right? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See, they seek out this certain attention. Salute to my brother Bish, B Megastar. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with kids, your friends got their kids got cousins, and have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. Hey, Bish, make sure you drop that link, brother, so people could know where to subscribe. Boxing Social Network, salute. Now the brother left, right? Brick Boy Jones, salute. Sadiq Forster, salute. Lamont Blake, salute. First of all, listen, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna block you in a second. Okay. So this is what I'm asking you. I'm asking you this: come in and apologize for being wrong, or you're gonna hit the road. Don't block them. Don't time them out. Don't do any of that. I'm just gonna have a conversation with them. See, this is what we have to do. right? We have to educate each other. Mark Osborne, salute. Hassan Glenn, salute. Juan Davis, salute. First of all, be kind how you talking to me. You understand? When you're addressing me. You understand? When you come in my house, please be respectful. DOG 215, salute, as I'm respectful to you. You understand? So I'm not being out of bounds with you. Please, I'm asking you, don't do the same. Now, what I am going to ask you to do is explain to the people what you was talking about. Arise 12 tribes, salute, because you was clearly incorrect. So now stand on your square, just like you so boldly put that in the chat, right? And you must have thought I was going to mull over it like every other platform you go to. Unfortunately, you don't realize we family over here. And because we family over here, I address every single person in the chat, whether people like it or not, whether people think that, oh man, it's taking time, you wasting time. Dr. King, I have a dream, salute. Rich Porter, salute. So, that's the difference between me and everybody else. So you must have thought you're going to put it in the chat and it was just going to go by the wayside. But no, you got the attention that you were so elegantly looking for, and now I'm going to give it to you, right? So now I'm asking you, right, to explain to people because you was clearly incorrect. So now tell the people, just like you boldly put it in the chat, now boldly tell the people that you was incorrect. Please. My brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. 50 and 0, TBE. Floyd Mayweather, salute. Machiavelli Mafia, salute. Jay Dixon, salute. Eric Horn, salute. Donald Favors, Rodriguez Jackson, salute. So that's all I'm asking you. Your fingers work clearly. My brother G. Al, salute. What's good with you, King? So here we are family. So you must have thought you was going to put it in there, Rich Porter, salute, and just disappear, or it was going to go by. No, but I caught it. So now I'm asking you to be the same. Now tell the people you was incorrect. That's all. That's all. Neil X. Davis, salute. Ken Massey, salute. That's all. Be real. Not hard. Percy Moore, my brother in Super Chat. Y'all hit the like button. Keep coming with that heat, Blue. Facts 100 wouldn't say that to your face, bro. Face to face. Stay behind that computer, Facts 100. Yeah, we know how this works, man. You understand what I'm saying? We understand how this maneuvers. We understand. To Norris Robinson, my brother in the Super Chat. He said TR getting 800K, 20% for nothing. What if he loses? Well, he's not going to get 20% off this purse bid. Probably going to be half, right? It have to be leveled down. You understand? Because it's a whole nother platform going to be promoting them. I'm sure Bob and Top Rank going to still get their percentage, but it's going to be leveled down, right? I'm sure it's going to be something like my great brother who's in the business heavy. He just explained to me, my big brother, he explained to me how this was going to work, and that more than likely they're probably going to get not the 20% that they normally get when they do it promoted full 100%. They'll probably get half, like 10%. So they won't get the 20% that they normally get. Chris Trucker, salute my brother in the Super Chat. He said it is smart of Tio, but then again, if you can't outsmart a person who showed their hand, I wouldn't really know what to say about you. This is a fact as well, Chris Trucker. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, where Facts 100 go? Get back to that, brother. You understand? Incorrect about what bid was 6 million, not 3.2. You still don't get it. You still don't get it, Facts 100? I'm giving you an opportunity to understand what I said. Did you read? Did you read it? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Did you read it, Facts 100? Yes or no? Did you read it? Southside of Music, salute. So now you're still talking about what I was wrong about. 6 million, not 3.2. You still don't get it. Or are you just choosing not to get it? Stormy B Man, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B Man. My brother, Carolina Ryder, come through, studding up, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the chat. He says salute. Salute to you, King. As you much appreciated, King. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you, brother, for supporting me and supporting this platform and the people. And man, I can't wait, man, to unveil what I got coming. Jermaine Bean, he said Eddie Hearn bid 3.25. That's a fact. So he He's still saying Bama Jeff 79 salute. He's still saying, whoa, I'm talking about he got 6 million. No, he didn't get 6 million. What are you talking about? How could he get 6 million? See, you should just be like, hey man, what I'm wrong about, and learn something. Kai, salute. Easy Dimes, Andre Jefferson, salute. KD, salute. That's all. We got 730 people. How we should have at least 700 likes. We should have at least 700 likes. Yeah, go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. King says so, salute. We should have at least 700 likes. At least. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you come in the house. Let's work. 537 likes, and we got 740 people in here. That's 200 people that didn't show love. Lamont Blake, salute. Smash the like button. Let's work. Jacoby Moore, salute. Ephraim Henderson, salute. Let's work. James Benitez, salute. Yeah, DB, where they do that at? Not here. Not here. Come on, man. James Benitez, salute. So where you go, great brother? Come on. Where you go? I wish I could send you a link. I wish I had the phone line. King Switcher, salute. Hat Rack, salute. Trinell Salter Sr., salute. Anthony Williams, Christopher Myers, salute. I'm not good at, my brother DB and Fred, man, they good at, controlling the phone lines and the times. And I ain't good at that, man. Dudes be on the phone for 20 minutes with me. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Map H, salute. I have a hard time, controlling the distance, the range. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes be on the phone. We start talking about buttermilk pancakes and stuff like that, man. We in the middle of talking about boxing. Silent J, salute. And then we start talking about buttermilk pancakes and what syrup you use at McDonald's. You like, IHOP syrup or you like, Denny syrup, man. I get all, I can't do it, man. My brother Fred and DB, man, they control the phone lines, and man, it's real professional over there, man. Over here, man, and when it's just me and Kurt, I got it. But when I start letting the people come in, man, it start being all over the place, man. We start talking about all types of stuff, man. You know what I mean? Arise 12 Tribes, salute. Mr. Finesse, my brother in the Super Chat says, salute, my brother Blue. This guy's exactly what's wrong with the boxing fans. No matter what's in their face, they still deny it. Facts over feelings. Facts. And that's what I'm saying, right? So the brother is acting like I don't know. Why wouldn't I know what the overall purse bid was? Like, does that even make sense? You know what I'm saying? Robin Montgomery, salute. Tay Brown, Pizza Bus Queen. She said 11520 Rainbow's Pizza. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got to stay away from there. Yeah, DB. I start talking about pancakes and what syrup, man. I just get all flustered, man. We get all types of sidetracked. You know what I mean? All types of sidetracked. All types of sidetracked, man. Derek Jackson, salute. Yeah, where'd he go? You know what I'm saying? Now, why wouldn't I know the overall purse? It's 6 million. Yeah, we know it's 6 million. He ain't getting 6 million. So you the one that's misinformed. We talking about what he got to split. He got to split that with George Kambosos Jr. And he got the nerve to come in here and say, hey, man, he called me a goof. It ain't 3.2. It's 6 million, goof. Really? I'm the goof? Calvin Johnson, salute. I'm the goof. Isn't that something? I'm the goof. I'm sure when you go to school, they teach you should never walk into a classroom in the middle of the class, in the middle of the session, and start trying to pick up from where they at. You should start trying to learn what happened, what you miss. Old school Eric, salute. Helma Erazo, salute. You should, last time I checked, when you go to school, right, if you walk in a classroom late, you should always try to pick up and ask them, what did you miss, before you just start jumping in. Because you missed something. Big brother in life, salute. Because you missed something. So you come in here, Talking about, hey, and then he got the nerve to do it with your chest poked out. And doing it with your chest poked out. Man, it ain't, you a goof, man. It ain't 3.2, it's 6 million. Yeah, we all knew it was 6 million overall. He ain't getting 6 million, goof. King Zoro, salute. L. Bird, salute. Roy McNeil, salute. Elijah Hannon, M. Bakes, unfiltered, salute. I get confused. I get confused. Antonio Salvatierra, salute. So that's what I'm saying. Listen, just should have came in and said, hey man, what did I miss? And if you didn't understand the title or what I was saying, then ask a question, because I answer everybody. Plain and simple. But to come in here and you got the nerve to name call me. Goodbye. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Goodbye. Now you go watch from afar. Goodbye. Now he talking about I need a cut because I'm bringing content to you. Get him out of here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. See what I'm saying? Instead of being clearly you're not an adult. Let me leave it alone. Amin Rod, salute. BFTV Boxing, my brother, salute. Salute. Let me leave that alone. Just go ahead and get him up out of here. Goodbye. Jermaine 419, my brother in the super chat. He said Tank said he ain't fighting at 135, 130, and recently said it's not 126, but it's going to be against a champion. Who do you think he's fighting? So now let me address this too. I addressed this earlier. Yesterday. A. Louis, salute. I had addressed this yesterday, right? Smash the like button because you see they're playing with the viewers and the numbers and everything. Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, salute. The Lakers is struggling, DB. They struggling, baby. But they playing with the numbers, right? Anna Israel, salute. Smash the like button, right? We got 750 people. Then it dropped from 750 people to 680 people. So smash the like button. Let's work, okay? Let's work. Okay, Scott Cardona, salute. Sharon Mann, salute. Rico Breland, salute. So, with that said, okay, when it comes to this situation with Tank, now, here's the issue that I have with this situation with Tank. Okay, my issue is this. Like the brother said, he said he's not fighting at 130, 135, and he's not fighting at 126. But after the Yoriokas Gamboa fight, when asked about fighting the other champions and the other big names at 135, right? Tank said that he's most comfortable at 130, not 135. And if need be, he had to fight a guy that was at 135, he would do it in between, a catch weight, right? So maybe it's a catch weight, but we know there's only two champions at 135. So it can't be a champion at a catchweight at 135 because Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney are the only two champions at 135, and it clearly isn't either one of them. Okay, so is it going to be Gary Russell Jr. at a catchweight in between 26 and 30? Right. Well, we know Gary Russell. He stated that he'll go to 134. So is that going to be the case, or is this going to be somebody of see? You can't. Gary Russell Jr. is the biggest skill fight, the biggest skill test. He would, out of anybody Gervonta Tank Davis can fight, that would be the biggest test. Gary Russell Jr. has the most skills out of anybody he can fight. Facts. Because he has experience with the skill set. The other guys that have a skill set don't have the experience Gary Russell. He's bringing everything to the table in his prime. So that's the best fight you can make. If you go up to 140, well then that begs to differ. I thought you said that you wasn't comfortable at 135 and you had to stay in between 130 and 35. So how you jump over 35 and go to 40? If you jump over 35 and go to 40, well then what happened you not being comfortable at 135? Then you can fight the champions at 135. If you can fight, because if you fight a catchweight at 140, it's still going to be above 135 or at least 135. Tevin Farmer is not a champion. So where are we going with this? Who else you gonna fight from 126? A champion at 126? You see, it puts you in a very gray area when you come out and you say, "Hey, stop listening to people. I'm not going to 26. I'm not fighting at 130 or 35." Well, then where you fighting at? Why is it a mystery? See, this is the problem. The problem with the sport of boxing. Marco Alvarado Bravati, salute. Peace and blessings to you, man. Appreciate you coming in. Okay? AJ, salute. So now the problem with the sport of boxing is this, right? Everything they want to make it a secret and make a big announcement. It's not necessary. Grow Music, salute. Abdul Boyne, salute. It's not necessary. In the UFC, you get all the big fights. Larry Jordan, 23, salute. And there's no big secret. Signature Sound, salute. Why is it always a big secret? When you reveal it, you can promote it better. Everett White, salute. Wayne Fitness, George S., salute. Martin Costello, salute. Brown on Boston, salute. When it's revealed, you can promote it better. Why do we need Tank's fight? We know he's going to fight again. So why does it need to be a secret? Who's he going to fight? It don't need to be a secret. Hey, these are my next 3 guys that I'm looking at. Actually, when you take the secret part away, it's more intriguing. When we had Coach K, salute. When we had Louis Carr, salute. Rowan Gardner, salute. When we had Devin Haney and Gary Russell going back and forth, negotiating and talking about fights, so on and so forth. El Padrino, salute. It was no secret. And the fight, it was viral. It was going viral. I don't understand that they don't pick up on these things. Quincy Bishop, salute. Again, when you had Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, and we knew that everybody wanted to see them fight, there was no secret as to who we wanted to see fight. So they didn't have to be a hush-hush thing. El Padrino, salute. It didn't have to be. Arian Howard, salute. What's the point? You don't win like that. Actually, and then you should be doing, here's another thing, right? Here's another thing. JM, salute. Here's another thing. They should be doing, they don't circle the wagon enough. They should be circling the wagon and promoting. They don't. Man, James Benitez, my brother in the super chat. How many years T.O. got left on his contract? Will his relationship with Bob be hostile going forward? Salute. Let me tell you something, James Benitez. Bob Arum just said, Benny Blanco, salute. Bob Arum just recently said, and he's going to be on the show probably tomorrow. He was supposed to come on today. Bob Arum just recently said, he said, smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Eli K, salute. Bob Arum just said that hopefully Teofimo Lopez makes a good impression on Triller, and they want to keep him, and they buy him out of the contract. That's what Bob just said. He said, hopefully he makes a great impression, and they love him over there, and they want to keep him. Aeon Jack, salute. And they buy him out of his contract because he signed the top rank for another 3.5 years. Bob is fed up with the landscape. Yeah, this is what he just said. Actually, Pat, salute. This is what Bob just said. So here's the thing. Bob is fed up with the way things play out. And granted, he has a part. He plays a huge part in it, right? But these fighters, the real King Sherrod, salute. I'm sure, like he stated, it's difficult. Now it's the business, right? 69 Jags, 69, salute. Right? John Norrie, salute. FSUOKC Dub G3, salute. So now, here's the thing, right? Bob finds a lot of talent. You see, Bob has a history. Wayne Fitness, salute. He has a history. The real King Sherrod, salute. He has a history of finding talent. Bob Arum has been finding talent since the Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, George Foreman, uh, Hagler, Tommy Hearns, Duran, Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, you name it, he had them. Miguel Cotto, Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, Evan Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez. He finds the talent. Demario Jackson, salute. D. Hodges, salute. Colombian Spread, salute. He finds the talent. John Walker, salute. Corey Lee Boxing, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother Corey Lee Boxing. Ice season. Colombian Spread. He said, wait, so I Mike versus Holyfield a thing? Yeah. Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield Part 3. This is more than likely going to be the co-main event. Jabent Gaming, salute. This is going to be the co-main event. Cosmic One, salute. Tito Trinidad, you name it, he finds the talent to take time. Terrence Crawford, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez. He just keeps Shakur Stevenson. You name Oscar Valdez. Like you name him, he finds them, right? So when you get to that point, when you can continue to find them, right? Your value of them drops because you always feel like you can replace them. Benjamin Harrington, salute. So when people say Bob he want to keep him, he don't want to lose him. Bob don't care about losing him. Bob told you Floyd Mayweather was never going to be a star. Floyd Mayweather turned into the biggest athlete in boxing, probably one of the biggest athletes. He is one of the biggest athletes in history as far as revenue, because Chief Dixon, his brand and revenue. And guess what? You ask Bob about Floyd, he just says good for him. Because Bob continues to find more. Manny Pacquiao. You understand? And so here, your appreciation value drops. KDDR 7989. Salute. Eugene Aaron Third. Salute. It drops. It's just like if you happen to be a gentleman that never had an issue getting women, right? Your how do I say it? Your appreciation is going to be different, right? Than a guy that has a history of struggling to get women. Roosevelt Hill, salute. Bumpy T, salute. It's going to be different. This is no slight to women. Passive student, salute. Right? It's just when you're able to get and you're able to get beautiful women time and time again. You lose one, you get another beautiful woman. You lose one, you get another one, and then you happen to be a gentleman that struggled to get women. Ball One, salute. Signature Sound, salute. And then you get this drop, gorgeous, beautiful woman, right? You ain't trying to let her go because you don't know if it's going to come back. R&B, salute. Simon Says, salute. You don't know if that wagon going to circle again, right? So you're going to be hesitant to to relinquish, right? You're going to do whatever you have to do to make sure you keep them happy, keep them on board. Thomas Moreland, salute. That's just the facts. But when you're a guy that gets them, you're gonna be like, all right, man, I'll get another beautiful woman. Shy Focus, salute. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. And so when you Bob Arum at this point in time, Ben's Body 3.0, salute. Tell it how it is, sports, salute. Right? When you Bob Arum, right? John Bravo, salute. New Juice, salute. You like, man, I'll get another great fighter. How many Hall of Famers has he promoted? Stephanie Hall, salute. Peace and blessings, Queen. Joshua Carroll, salute. How many Hall of Famers has he promoted? Legends. You talking about Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather. It don't get no bigger than that. Daily News 1017, salute. It don't get no bigger than that. Right, my brother DB, he said facts. The UFC, they announced their fight. He said facts. The UFC announces their fight months in advance to build up the anticipation, anxiety, and exposure for the event. Exactly. And it's better to promote it, DB. We can promote it. Listen, this is what the sport of boxing does. They give you a short window to promote a fight. And then they wonder why a fight does good or don't. If you know about a fight, 4, 5, 6 months in advance. Do you know how much promotion it's going to get? You know how much promotion it's going to get? If you know in advance, Young Mo's Entertainment, salute. You do you understand how much promotion you can promote on something that you know is coming? Nando L, salute. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna give you an example. What's the reason in getting engaged? You know you're gonna get married once you get engaged, right? Right? You know you're gonna get married once you get engaged, right? The whole point is to give yourself time to have the biggest wedding possible, right? To have the biggest wedding possible, right? So you send out who sends out, hey, I'm getting married next month in 6 weeks, and let me inform everybody. No, I'm capital AK salute. No, you don't send out invitations for a wedding 6 weeks out. Gary Childress, salute. You send some people send out invitations a year ahead of time to give it time to build up. Gary Childress, salute. Marvin Rollins Jr., salute. John Bravo, salute. Right, you give proper proper preparation for a successful event. Exactly. To let it build up. So what is the secret? You know why? Floyd Mayweather started that secret. He didn't want to let people know, hype to be, salute. He didn't want to let people know what was his next move, what was his next fight. For what? Just because he wanted to be the one in control, to be the one to announce the fight. I'm announcing it. Money in the Ghetto, salute. Demario Jackson, salute. Leon Robinson, salute. Just to be the one to say, I announced it. So he could be in control. Elbow, salute. Remember, we knew the Pacquiao fight was signed, sealed, and ready to be delivered. And remember, Freddie Roach came out and Manny Pacquiao came out and said, well, yeah, we know, but we can't officially announce it until Floyd announces it. Why? They couldn't officially announce it until Floyd announced it, officially. Until Floyd officially announced it. Well, we already knew it was coming. Ali, salute. He said, but do UFC fighters make more than boxers? Ali. No, they don't. It's not been around that long. King Sadiq, salute. The quality is better, though. It hasn't been around that long for them to make more. It's growing. It's rapidly growing. It's rapidly growing. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. It is rapidly growing. You understand? And you get a winner tonight. That's why the anticipation in UFC be massive. And see, because the way they do it, right? They don't have a lot of disappointments in the UFC. They don't have a lot of disappointments in the UFC. You don't get a lot of scenarios where your dealer Jeremy, salute. Johnny Oatmeal, salute. You don't have a lot of OG Sean and Don, salute. Disappointments in the UFC. Larry Jordan 23, salute. You don't get that. Right. Look what my brother DB said. He said the UFC is not even 30 years old. Yet, however, it is top heavy. The top athletes get paid well, but this is not about money. This is about setting up your career for success. This is a fact. This is a fact, right? So UFC, they turn around fights so big, you be like, wait a minute, didn't this dude just fight 2 months ago? He's already fighting the guy we want to see him fight? Yeah. And there ain't no secret about it because everybody knows what they want to see. So put it out there, make the flyer, and build up the anticipation. Man, I can't wait for this fight to happen. I can't wait for this fight to happen. Canelo Alvarez, we already know what Canelo Alvarez is going to do in May and in September. LeVar Cooper, salute. 8 Wavy 09, salute. Tone Capone 1, salute. And everybody going to be looking forward. Juan Campo, salute. Everybody going to be looking forward to after he fights Saturday. Everybody going to be looking forward to him fighting Billy Joe Saunders in May because it's a unification bout. And after he beat Billy Joe Saunders, we already know he's going to fight Caleb Plant in September, and everybody ain't going to be able to wait until he fight in September. Because you want to see him unified. Imagine right now if Jamal Charlo tell you and tell the world, hey, I'm going to fight in June, I'm going to fight in May against, let's say, Chris Eubanks Jr., but in September, I'm fighting David Benavidez should he win. Do you understand the anticipate? Do you understand how much traffic? Roy Babineau, salute. I'm giving away too much knowledge right now. But DAF 316, salute. Do you understand? Do you understand, Antonio Williams, salute, how much traffic? Let me break something down to y'all real quick, and I'm gonna have to stop dropping so much knowledge. How my brother Gilly and the brothers do, Wallow and Gilly, $1 million worth of game. Fresco Customs, salute. King Sadiq, salute. $1 million worth of game. Let me give you something. Do y'all understand why Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao was so big? Do you understand what made it so big? I bet most people don't really understand. They don't truly understand. Abdullah Brooklyn, salute. Why that fight was so huge. Abdullah Brooklyn, my brother, salute. Outside of the fact that they were definitely two very skilled guys, outside of that fact that they were considered the best two in the business, you know what happened? You know what happened? You know what happened? Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher. Go subscribe to my brother Act Reacher. Earl B, salute. You know what happened? Right, the game is sold, not told. You a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna give this last jewel, and then we're gonna move on. Trey Rob Eastside, salute. Let me tell you what happened. Do you know how many people tuned in to watch Floyd Mayweather fight Shane Mosley? Why do you think they tuned in to watch him fight Shane Mosley? Because he's fighting Shane Mosley? No. You know how many people tuned in to watch Manny Pacquiao and Marquez? The last one? Not because he was fighting Marquez. You know how many people tuned in to see Manny Pacquiao fight Timothy Bradley? Not because he was fighting Timothy Bradley. You know why? Because people couldn't wait to the post-fight press conference to see if they was actually going to say, I'm fighting Floyd Mayweather next. The anticipation. So those fights got attention, more attention than they normally would have gotten because the anticipation of seeing Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao was so high that everybody tuned in to see if they was going to announce it. To see what they say. You didn't want to see that fight. So imagine if you actually had a carrot dangling. If you actually said, in 2 fights, we're going to have Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. People will be tuning in just to make sure they don't lose because you want to see them fight Manny Pacquiao. This is a fact. So right now, if you take Gervonta Tank Davis and say, hey, Tank Davis is going to fight so on and so forth, and then he's going to fight the winner of Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Do you know how much attention Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr. fight going to get? And do you know how much attention Tank Davis next fight going to get? Because you want to make sure, you want to see and make sure, not to just make sure that they win to see them fight each other, but you want to start studying. Oh, if he do that against Teo. Oh, if he do that against Tank. Oh, if he do this against it. It builds the anticipation. But this is what happens. They tell you, oh, it's going to be a huge fight. It's going to be a huge fight. Wayman Davis, salute. This next fight with Tank going to be huge. It's going to be huge. And they announce somebody like Abner Mares. That's why you're going to get feedback that you don't want. Because you done built up this anticipation, and then now you gave us, and you deflated us. If you say he's gonna fight Abner Maris next, but he's guaranteed to fight the winner of Lopez versus Kambosos, you view it completely different. I'm just saying. Mr. Finesse, my brother in the super chat. Hey, Blue, it's simple. You have to fight the fights to get the name. You get the name, then you make the money. Not rocket scientists, not rocket science. They all bring up Floyd, but won't fight all the fights he did to get there. This is a fact. Everybody want to be Money Mayweather. Nobody want to be Pretty Boy Floyd. Problem with the sport of boxing. It is. Nuke Juice, my brother in the super chat. He said, Blue, this might be changing of the guard in boxing. How do you think young fighters will play their hand now? Well, it's going to be a step in that direction, but not completely. You know why? Lechi Puma skills, salute. Because you have to have a mandatory challenger to be able to pull this off. He pulled this off with George Kambosos Jr. because George Kambosos Jr. is his mandatory. If you don't have a mandatory, you can't pull this off because there's nothing going to a purse bid. You have to have a mandatory challenger, like Terrence Crawford has Sean Porter. He could pull this off with Sean Porter. And Bob already made the mistake of saying he'll allow Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford go to purse bid. One honest salute. He already made the mistake of saying he would allow this fight to go to a purse bid. That's a mistake. Smash the like button. We got 815 likes. We should be well at 1.1K. Get the likes to 1K. Young Cheese, salute. Get the likes up to 1K. Right now, Rafi, salute. $3.2 million is a great number. John Norrie, salute. Now, like I said, he could have got more money to fight Devin Haney. He would have stood to make $4 million. And again, he's going to say that's not true, but it is true because when his father, trainer, and manager, Teofimo Lopez Sr., was on the show and he discussed with Bill Haney, father and trainer and manager of Devin Haney, Manson HK, salute. He said, if I come up with $4 million, would you accept it? He said, yes, $4 million would get the fight done. He says, unless we could get $10 million to fight George Kambosos Jr., right, we'll accept $4 million. They didn't get $10 million to fight George Kambosos Jr. They didn't even get 4. They got 3.2. But nonetheless, Gato Ace It Unis, salute. Zoom Verse, Trey Rob Eastside, Easy Dom, Z Digital, salute. Raise Man, salute. Get this idiot out of here, man. Goodbye. And I don't even like to use that word, but goodbye. John Legene, salute. Man, some people, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. He's making 3.2, talking about, hey, look, Latino fighters, they making more money, and the black fighters are mad. Huh? He making 3.2. Devin Haney makes more than that. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Tank Davis makes more than that. Errol Spence makes more than that. What are you talking about? Boy, oh boy, man. You can't make this stuff up. Storm him out, salute. Robert Pitt, salute. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. You can't make this stuff up, man. Where did they get this stuff from? Oh, he's changing the game. Devin Haney's his own promoter. He's been his own promoter for forever and a day. That's changing the game. He ain't paying a percentage, no 20% to nobody. Chuck Palumbo, salute. Man, you can't make this stuff up, man. My brother Raider Time come through, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in his super chat. Says salute Blue in chat. Smash that like button. Yes, sir. Tremel Green, salute. Appreciate you, my brother Raider Time. Everett White, salute. You can't make this stuff up. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes to 1K. So, with that said, this is going to definitely, Joe Jack, salute. Yes, Adrian Broner makes more than that. Jinx 1984, salute. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Omadis. Oh, I made this. Salute. Yeah, he's still under contract with Bob Arum for 3.5 more years. But Bob Arum, he just stated that hopefully he makes a great impression on Triller, so that way he can go and Triller will buy him out his contract and sign him over to them. That's what Bob Arum said. Alex York, salute. He said 853 likes. Why? Why don't we have 1K likes? Smash the like button. Tony Hughes, salute. LJNTJ 909, salute. Right. He said Leonard versus Duran was promoted for months. That's what I'm saying. Marlo Batista, salute. I don't understand. What is the secret? What is the secret? Like, I mean, you don't have to tell us the negotiation part, the numbers and things of that nature. Hey, we looking to fight this guy next. What's the problem? What's the problem? If you Tank Davis, hey man, I'm trying to fight, Mario Barrios at a catchweight for his belt. What's the problem? Ross Cran, salute. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. They hear the whispers. So they make a fight that you're not approving of, you the fan. How important you are very important. You make a fight that you don't approve of, and they start hearing all the whispers that this is not a good fight and so on and so forth. They don't want that. They want to spring it on you in a short period of time, and you don't have time to think. Yeah, the Bob father. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what happens. Essentially, that's what takes place. But again, like I said, Teofimo Lopez, he bet on himself. Victor Lenoir, salute. He bet on himself, right? And it worked. It worked. It worked. Volts UK, salute. Coaches show dry race board, salute. It worked. He bet on himself and it worked. So now, with that said, moving forward, he's gonna be in a pickle. Because you best believe that top ranked Bob Arum, he's not gonna be priority number one. He's gonna have to continue to making moves like this for the duration of his time with Top Rank. Tito, salute. But there's going to come a point in time where he don't have a mandatory to be able to do this. Bob Arum already put it out there. We'll see how this plays out when he's trying to fight Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor winner, and we're looking for an opponent for the winner of that fight. He already let it be known. Sherman Callahan, salute. He already let it be known that moving forward, that wasn't wasn't the best move, right? So now he's gonna have to stay on his path, right? He's gonna have to stay on his path of being able to maneuver and negotiate his situations. And I don't doubt that he could do it. But the problem is he's with them for 3.5 more years. And if it's not a mandatory where he could be able to maneuver in this manner, well, that could spell trouble. Because Bob Arum already said, Loving Down Gaither, salute. Victor Ramirez, salute. He already said, well, if he's looking for this money again, see, he says if he's looking for this money again, moving forward, the answer is no. That's what Bob said. The answer is no. Moving forward, Matt's arm, salute. And he says, and if he continues to push, then we'll just sit him on the shelf. Because if it's not a mandatory, he can't go to a purse bid for somebody else to win it and for him to go somewhere else. He's going to have to need somebody to come in and buy him out his contract, and that could take 2 years. Either which way, Bob is sitting him on the shelf. Just like he did Mikey Garcia. He's sitting him on the shelf. Mikey Garcia, he had to sit for 2 years to get out his contract. Andre Ward, he sat for 2 years to get out his contract. Edwin Gomez, salute. Edwin Gomez, this guy sounds mad because T.O. got his number. Who sounds mad? Edwin Gomez. Now, Edwin Gomez. Oh, I didn't even read the brother's super chat. Let me read the brother's super chat first. And then I'm gonna get to Edward Gomez. Robert Pitts, my brother in Super Chat. Let us know when a promoter admit to having a list keeping non-black fighters from potential greatness. LOL, Cameron Duncan. This is a fact. So Edward Gomez, salute to my brother Robert Pitts in that Super Chat. He says, this guy sounds mad that Teofimo Lopez is getting money. What are you talking about? Edwin Gomez. Right here. Edwin Gomez. What are you talking about? Don't block him. Don't time him out. Don't do anything. Riley Forster, salute. Nelson Balderas, salute. Nelson Balderas, 4.635. What are you talking about? Austin Grant, salute. Eman Leopard, salute. Man, you listen, let me tell you something, right? You guys be so happy to get a fighter. See, this is what I don't understand. Like Edwin Gomez. This guy sounds mad because Teofimo got that money. Why would I be mad that he got the money? I'm reading off of what Bob Arum says. I'm mad that he got the money? No. What's important is Bob Arum is mad he got the money. Pay attention. Why would I'm telling you what Bob Arum said. Why would I be mad? Kevin Hargrave, my brother in the Super Chat. Is that Mike Tyson company? Yeah, this is the Triller that Mike Tyson worked with. Exactly. Jay Smith, salute. Tony Johnson, salute. So I'm telling you what Bob Arum is saying. You talking about I'm mad. Made sense, 84, salute. Marlon Batista, salute. I'm confused. I'm confused. Jose Luna, salute. I'm confused. I'm telling you what Bob Arum's saying, and you talking about, oh, this guy sounds mad. What are you talking about? You make no sense. And then let me tell you something for your information, because this when people say that, oh, you just mad because the Latino fight is getting paid. Robert Marshall, salute. What are you talking about? Who are the highest paid athletes in the sport of boxing? Run off the top 10. Give me the top 10 highest paid athletes in the sport of boxing. San Francisco City Slicker, salute. So why would I be mad? Somebody give me the top 10. List the top 10 highest paid boxers in the sport of boxing. What am I mad for? Ika Lunde, salute. High Five Trend, salute. It just Jay Lynn, peace and blessing, Queen. I see you came in here late. We hour and a half in. Hour and a half in, she sneaking here talking about Canelo. You see how she just snuck in talking about Canelo, as if I ain't realized she wasn't already in this conversation. She came in talking about, oh, Canelo. I seen you come in late. I seen you. I saw you coming in late. I sure did. Kelvin Faulkner, salute. Boogie Brown, salute. Man, Mark Franklin, you can't make this up. Hey, man, this guy sounds mad. Why would I be mad that I'm happy that he got his money. I'm just saying is that, from what Bob Arum is saying, then he's going to have to keep up this pace. The problem is he's not going to have, what is there to be mad about? Big Brother in Life, salute. Hubble Telescope, salute. Tim D, salute. I'm confused. Jacob Pina, salute. What's good? She said, I've been listening. Okay. Victor Ramirez, salute. Viva Tu Vida, salute, my brother. My brother stepped off in the building. Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Blue, man, what's good with you, man? What's going on? What's up, chat? Always good to be on the show, man. It lifts my spirits. Always glad to be talking about boxing. There's always something going on in boxing, man. We got fights this weekend. We got a full slate of fights. Matter of fact, big news today. Kind of a historic day in the sport of boxing. We'll get right to it. But what's going on with you, Blue?
Ain't nothing, Kurt, man. I was just talking about this situation. Bob couldn't join us today because he said that he's dealing with some more negotiations with some things, and he's a little busy, so he didn't want to come on and rush. So he said that more than likely tomorrow he'll be on. But I was talking about this situation with Teofimo Lopez and what Bob had to say regarding it. He said that hopefully he makes a great impression on Triller, and that Triller decides to buy him out his contract with us. That's what he said, Kurt. He said, hopefully, Triller, he makes a great impression and they buy him out.
Bob is funny. Wow, Bob is funny, man, but he means it.
Yeah, he do.
Bob don't want to have nothing to do with Teofimo no more. Bob is an old school guy. He feels betrayed in a way, and he can't wait to get rid of Teofimo. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happened because I kind of did a background check on Triller. They have a very, very powerful investor, and the investor is worth billions, and they're going to be throwing some money at Triller. It's kind of historic because you have an app that outbidded two powerful promoters, and you don't get that every day. A whopping $6 million for a mismatch, more than likely. We can only speculate before the fight, and they outbidded Hearn and Arum. So this is a kind of a historic day for boxing because you see the app is become a vocal point of boxing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Southern T Boxing, salute. My brother New Juice in the super chat. Wasn't Floyd's buyout 1.5? How much is Tio's? No, Floyd Mayweather's buyout was 750,000. 750,000, and turned himself into a billionaire. Tyrone Spencer, salute. Bought himself out. New Juice, he bought himself out for 750,000. Turned himself into a billionaire. Ain't that something? And Kurt, they saying that it's a strong possibility that this fight could be the co-main event to Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson 3 in the summertime in June in Dubai. What you think about that, Kurt?
Well, if that's the case, there will be a Tyson Holyfield 3. It's just too much money to pass up because of the success of Tyson and Jones. If that's the case, Tyson and Holyfield is going to do big numbers. They got a huge history with each other, like Frazier and Ali. You can't say one without the other. That fight is going to do huge numbers, man. And you could say Mike Tyson is the face of boxing, but that will be very smart for them to put together something like that. It would do big. It would do big numbers.
Yep. And you know what I was thinking, Kurt? I said this, Kurt. I said, and Kurt, you sound a little bit robotic, a little bit. Justin McCoy, salute. You know what I was saying, Kurt? If I'm Terrence Crawford and I see this, and you got a possibility, you got Sean Porter, who's your mandatory, and Bob Arum already said he would allow that to go to purse bid. If I'm Terrence Crawford right now, I'm like, you're done in October anyway. So essentially, you only got one more fight in this year anyway, right? So, if I'm Terrence Crawford, I'm telling Sean Porter, hey man, we go to purse bid. You know Triller gonna step up for this. If they stepped up for Teofimo and George Kambosos Jr., you know they're gonna step up for this. Let's get it. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.1K. Get the likes to 1K, my people. Smash the like button. How many likes we got? What you think about that, Kurt?
You know what, Blue? That's a smart move for Terrence Crawford. Going on an app, Triller. I was thinking PBC or Eddie Hearn, but you know what? Fighting on that app because something tells me that app is going to become a major player, and for Terrence Crawford or other fighters, that's something to think about. So that's a very good point. I didn't think about that. Being Terrence Crawford contract is up in October.
Yeah, and that's my thing, right, Kurt? Because your contract is up in October, right? And they putting up this big money. Make it happen. You dig what I'm saying, man? And if they putting up big money for Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez, imagine what they put up for him and Sean Porter.
That would do Terrence Crawford and Porter very well, man. I didn't see this coming. I forgot all about the app. And when they did the purse bid today, I was like, whoa. I said, Triller, what do I know that name from? I said, oh, yeah, that's right. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. So they must have had a plan all along for them to put up $6 million for Kambosos and Teofimo. It's not like it's a plus fight, but they have faith in boxing. They see something that they can exploit or take advantage of, and wow, that's Hearn and Aaron both got outbidded today.
Mm-hmm. Salute to my brother Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens. Come through, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Go subscribe to my brother Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens. He said, remember when Las Vegas mogul won the purse bid for Douglas versus Holyfield? Don't be surprised to see other mogul invest in bringing fights to their resorts when things open up. What better way to attract tourists than boxing? That is a fact, Reggie.
That was Steve Wynn when he had that new arena. What was that? The Mirage?
The Mirage, yep.
I remember that. Good point, Reg.
Yep. That's and they building up. And Reg is right too, right, Kurt? And when things open up, you gotta you gotta regroup. You gotta regroup. So what better way, like he said, than to attract tourists than to bring in boxing? You see what I'm saying?
Boxing is big business. I'm gonna tell you why. When they had all those big fights in Vegas, I went to some. People were spending money like water, including yours truly. But don't forget, Blue, they're smart because the high rollers, if they're not boxing fans, they use the comp tickets for the high rollers. And the high rollers will be there and then they'll spend money gambling.
Mm-hmm.
So boxing that weekend was always huge.
Exactly. Man, Kurt, it's so much, man, so many different avenues, man. Yeah, SG Pass said 6 million is peanuts if they get over $1 million buys. And they will. Because see, the way they're gonna do it is they're gonna put it on with Mike Tyson and Vander Holyfield. See, they had YouTubers headline, YouTube, Nate Robinson and Jake Paul. I'm sure they're gonna have some of that going on, but this is gonna be massive. This would be mad. You put this is an official fight. You know what I'm saying? Two guys young in their prime. They real boxers. You could get a real knockout, not a novice versus, that ain't gonna happen. You put Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson in itself is gonna sell. In itself. Sean Malone, salute. Old Paul Boxing, salute. Davey Jackson, Tony Johnson, salute. That's gonna sell in itself. Tone Capone 1, salute. Boxing Q 360, salute. That's gonna sell in itself. You understand? Just because of the trilogy. You know what I mean? And now you the whole history of that. Oh man. Oh man, it's going. Victor Griffin, my brother in the super chat. Salute, Blue. The good thing is he has 3 belts and he can get a mandatory from each sanction body. The bad thing is how long he can stay at 135. See, that's the thing. He's leaving already. See, even if he stays at 35, King Vonnie 86, salute, brother. He said 954 likes, man. Get the likes to 1K. We should be at a K already. Italo Guzman, salute. We should be at 1K already. Get the likes up. You didn't smash the like button, smash it. We should be at well over a K already. Smash the like button. Let's work. You see what I'm saying, though, Kurt? You know, it's Triller is making moves, Kurt.
Yeah, how many fights you think Teofimo is going to stay at 135? 2 at the most?
1. After this, 1, maybe 1. Maybe 1 after this. He's getting big, man. He lifts weights.
Hey, Blue, I can hear Bob telling the winner of Ramirez and Taylor, I just want you to stay at 140 for one more fight, and I'm going to match you up with Teofimo Lopez.
And just to try to get that L on his resume.
But this ain't nothing new. People, do you know the backstory with Arum and Mayweather? Mayweather was complaining to Arum a lot, but social media was not there yet, and Arum was putting Mayweather was in tough opponents like Jesus Chavez and Gennaro Hernandez and Victoriano Sosa. Now these names ain't gonna ring a bell to the average boxing fan, but I know these guys. Mm-hmm. Mayweather was in tough every fight. Carlos Hernandez when he broke his hand, a tough fight after tough fight after tough fight. It don't have to be stars you fight, but hardcore blue collar fighters that know how to fight. And he was putting in, because Floyd was young, he was putting in Floyd tough because he knew Floyd was going to leave and he wanted to give Floyd an L, but it didn't work out like that.
Yeah, he put him in tough because Deontay Mosley, salute. Ike Mike, salute. Yeah, because Floyd Mayweather was saying, remember, Kurt, he wanted, when he saw that billboard up, Oscar De La Hoya, Goldie Borley, salute. Johnny Stanley, salute. He saw that billboard of Oscar De La Hoya up. Remember that, Kurt? He was like, man, where's my billboard? And Bob said, man, you ain't that star yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he like grossly underestimated Floyd Mayweather star power and grossly underrated his fan base. And Bob should know better because he had all the stars. He had great American fighters in and out the ring, and they made him a lot of money. He had everybody, and he should have known that. I think he underestimated the market. He should have known better. I mean, nobody's seen it coming, but he should have. He has the experience as a promoter, so he should have said, no, there's a market for Mayweather, but he didn't want to push Mayweather because he had Oscar.
Yep. My brother Fred, Barbershop Conversations in the building, in the super chat. Go subscribe to my brother Barbershop Conversations, my brother Fred, man. He said Triller is into doing events. They're not in the boxing business. It's a difference. For sure. But you know what? They'll just because they got a relationship with Mike Tyson, and they see that they can make a lot of money dealing with Mike Tyson, they're gonna dabble into the boxing business. Right? Because they're getting, as long as if Mike Tyson loses to Holyfield, then it's gonna drop. Right? But as long as if Mike Tyson beats Evander Holyfield and he's still promoting this, they'll grab up Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter fight. Because like you said, it's an event. They're going to have people dancing, music. LaJessica Byrne, peace and blessings, Queen. Peace be free, salute. Made Sense 84, Clinton Jackson, salute. They're gonna have people dancing. It's going to be a concert. Ja the Real, salute. It's going to be dancing. It's going to be a concert. It's going to be an event, like you said. That just it's going to be an event that features boxing, not a boxing match that has an event. Go ahead, Kurt.
Right. And I'm hearing now, like I said, I did some background checks. I'm hearing now they're dibbling and dabbling in hip hop. They're gonna have Snoop as a spokesperson, Wiz Khalifa, and they're trying to get some other hip hop acts. So that's very smart because hip hop been having music in a stranglehold for many years now, and to get the 18 to 34 market, they're going to have hip hop, you know. And didn't Snoop do the last fight with
Mm-hmm.
Jones? Yes, that
Yeah.
was very smart by them. They know what they're doing, and I know they're investors. Their investors are very powerful. Proxima Media, funnels money for them, invested in them. They're the majority investors. So they, I'm like, it depends how far they're gonna want to go in the sport of boxing. But with them giving $6 million to this fight, that means they're serious.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My brother Fred back in the super chat. He said, "Nah, Porter versus Bud is not what they want. That's old. They want new and fresh. No, they'll still do it because remember, Mike Tyson values that fight. Mike Tyson values that fight, and they value Mike Tyson's opinion. The Rated Scholar, Sylvester Lewis, salute. They value Mike Tyson's opinion, and so he's going to value that fight and how big that fight is, and he's going to push it. You best believe him having Teofimo Lopez on the show. This was part of that. That's why I said I'm not the least bit tone 40 salute that Teofimo Lopez, he knew this was coming. That's why Bob said that, he was dibbling and dabbling in the background. Because I'm sure Mike Tyson probably was like, man, we could bring this fight on trip. You understand? Mike Tyson gonna value those fights. You know what I mean? He gonna value Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter.
Hey, Blue, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Berchelt and Valdez didn't do good numbers. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And that fight was exciting, man.
I heard it did under $1 million.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And Adrian Broner too. He only did 303,000. Yep. But that's what happens, Kurt, when you compete with each other, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it makes sense to avoid it. And another thing Trilla's doing too, Fred, you got to think about this too. Like Kurt said, bringing in Snoop. Oh, they're gonna introduce UFC. The fact that they had what's his name, Kurt? The UFC dude was on there too. He was a announcer too. Remember?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, you have a UFC announcer with a entertainer with a real boxing mind. Man, you're gonna attract so much stuff. Now, I'm not saying they doing it for the long haul. Like they're not looking to be what the zone is trying to do. They ain't gonna try to do that. But they're gonna make a short burst to get a lot of attention to their app, and then they attract so many different walks of life that it's gonna be huge.
No, last night I'm sitting there, right, watching TV. It was Floyd's birthday, so they showed the Mayweather Pacquiao, and then after that they showed Mayweather McGregor. And I'm watching in between rounds of the McGregor fight, and I'm watching Floyd before the fight, and I'm laughing my butt off. You know why? Because Floyd finessed everybody. And I'm gonna tell you, I've never seen an athlete, or especially a fighter, that has so much control over boxing. And I'm pro fighter, but I'm watching him, and he's clowning, he's smiling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching him, and he's clowning and smiling. I hate when people call me when I'm doing the show, and I'm like, see, when McGregor first mentioned his name, and I'm going to ground zero, Floyd didn't take him serious at first, but Floyd said, "Wait a minute," and I'm quite sure Al Heyman and his team around him has something to do with it. They was like, "Wait a minute, Floyd, guys, you guys can merge UFC fans and boxer fans, because when you look at the arena, That's what it was. They was doing soccer chants in the first round. And I'm like, he got paid off this fight, but that wasn't the first time that it happened. Because when Muhammad Ali fought the Japanese, you could call him an MMA fighter, Antonio Inoki in 1976, and I don't know how many people remember that, but that was a big deal. That was Mayweather McGregor before Mayweather McGregor. You know what that did? Pay-per-view, Blue? 1.4 billion
Yeah, that's
people
ridiculous.
saw that fight worldwide. 1.4 billion.
That's outrageous.
I was 10 years old. I remember like it was yesterday, Blue. I'm 54. It was on magazines, newspapers, because Muhammad Ali said something kind of disrespectful towards the Japanese people, but he didn't mean it. He was just being funny, but they took it as great disrespect, and it just poured gasoline on the fire. And they was like, you got to knock out Muhammad Ali now.
Right.
1.4 billion.
Man, listen. And that's the blueprint Floyd Mayweather picked up.
Exactly.
He saw it and he seized it, Kurt.
Blue, there's always been spectacles in boxing. Joe Louis was a wrestler. George Foreman knocked out 5 guys in one night in Toronto. Boxing always seems to attract the circus atmosphere, but that's business. So when you see people like Jake Paul and what Mayweather did with McGregor, that's nothing new. That's old.
Mm-hmm.
But it always seems to work. You got to have boxing as the main tool, and when you merge them with a wrestler or I don't know, an MMA fighter, you see the results of Mayweather McGregor. It did what, 4-point-something million?
Mm-hmm. 4.4, I believe, right?
Something like that, yeah. And Mayweather loved McGregor because McGregor, he promoted the fight, rubbing Floyd's head and doing this and that, and you had the racial element, and my wife was like, order the fight. My wife.
Right.
My wife don't know the difference between a boxing glove and a mouthpiece. But that fight, she was like, order it, please. And we watched it.
And that's the thing. You got to be a salesman. You got to understand, you know what I mean? What's at stake? Elijah Billings saluting the super chat. I can see Dana White also getting involved now to piss Aaron off along with Triller. Oh, that's what I'm saying. They already. You can't do anything. If you're a UFC fighter, you can't do anything outside of the UFC without Dana White's permission. So when they had what was his name? I can't remember his name.
Was it not Maury? What's this? Maury Raviello? Was it him?
No, it was oh man, what's his name, man?
I can see his face.
Yeah, I always confuse him. Oh man, what's his name, man? Can't remember his name. Ricardo Marino, salute my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you. My brother Fred back in the super chat. He said you're seeing it as a good fight. Porter versus Bud is not an event. Tyson versus Evander is an event. No, yeah, you're right. No, I'm saying that's going to be added to whatever Mike Tyson and if Mike Tyson beats Holyfield, if he loses to Holyfield, then it's over. But if he beats Holyfield, and he could have, because he wants to continue on with this stretch. Mike Tyson wants to continue on with this stretch. So if he beats Holyfield, and let's say you could make a Mike Tyson, Shannon Briggs, that's going to sell, because of the storyline, or Mike Tyson and somebody, whatever, right? Mike Tyson and somebody else is going to sell. He's the main ticket. But now to add real boxing to Mike Tyson's exhibitions speaks volumes. That's why adding Teofimo Lopez to, Holyfield and Tyson speaks volumes, because it's not now people going to look past the exhibition part and they're going to tune in. Oh, we're going to get real fights. on top of seeing an exhibition, so you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a legend fight and you're getting a real fight. That's a real meaningful fight. So you putting those two together, it's going to do numbers. So if you get, let's say Mike Tyson, let's say, Lennox Lewis decides to come back, and you get like Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson, that's huge, right? And now you put that with Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. That's massive because you got a real fight, that real implications on top of exhibition. It was too much to have the YouTube and the NBA player. It was just too much of a circus. But this legitimizes it. And then to imagine, see, this is what I'm seeing. Imagine you have a UFC fight as well. You got an octagon in the same arena as a boxing ring. Imagine that. And then you have a UFC fight, and then you swing over, that fight ends, and then you got Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. Because like you said, Fred, it's an event. So they could do whatever they want. They ain't sticking to the guidelines. So imagine, they already introduced a UFC fighter. What is this dude's name? Israel Dos Santos. That's his name, Kurt.
Oh, okay. Dos Santos. Okay.
Yeah, it was that guy, right? Imagine you put one of them, a UFC fight and a boxing, and Sean Porter and Terrence. These are all what you call it. You could put a legit UFC fight. Tell Dana White, we're gonna pay you through the roof, right? You pay through the roof, Dana White, right? This dude said, Easy Dom said, that's cap. No way it did 1.4. Yes, it did 1.4. Go do your research. Muhammad Ali, that fight did 1.4 billion.
Let me address that, Blue. He says, no way, Cat.
Right.
Boy, man, I don't know what to say about certain people, man. I mean, that's you're underestimating Muhammad Ali star power. That's the he was at that time the most recognizable face on the planet Earth. Do you know that? Whoever you are, do you know that? So 1.4 billion people views is nothing new. In 1974, he did 1.1 billion against George Foreman. He did 400 million against Joe Frazier in the first fight. He did 300 million in the second fight. He did 350 million in the third fight. You add those numbers up. Forget being an athlete, the most recognizable face on the planet, the most recognizable athlete ever. You think Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods or Tom Brady or Lionel Messi was popular? They had nothing on Muhammad Ali. Commercials, he was everywhere, everywhere.
Exactly, Kurt. They don't understand. Emmanuel H, aka Super Chat E, my brother in the Super Chat. He says, salute, Kurt. I think Triller has an aggressive investor that'll target the big upcoming fights and try to do what the Zone did, but better. And they'll succeed if they snag a Tank fight or a Crawford versus Porter fight. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point. That's a good point he made.
It's just like the Zone picking up these Canelo fights and but they're doing it as a big event, right? The Zone they're trying to stick to the guidelines, but tinker out the guidelines to bring in YouTube fights. DB said send Fred the link. Okay. Bo, my brother in the Super Chat, he said this is why PBC should bid on Crawford versus Porter and slide it under Spencer's unification bout with Ugas. Crawford's 50-50 was on the Tyson Holyfield card. Wait, what did he say? This is why PBC should bid on Crawford Porter and slide it under Spencer's unification bout with Ugas. Crawford's 50-50 was on the Tyson Holyfield card. Yeah, what you think about that, Kurt? Let me send Fred this link. Cedric Trailer, salute.
Anything will be better for Terrence Crawford being off Top Rank. I think that will enhance his star power. I really would. I think he would get paid more money. Terrence Crawford is a star, man. You know, regardless of what people think, he's just putting himself in a bad situation. I think anywhere he will enhance his star power. He wants to fight on that app Triller, and they're willing to invest and give him good money. Why not? I think the fight would do better than expected. You know, promote him. People, he's known. I mean, he ain't a superstar, but it's just he's just not in a good situation by being on Top Rank, man, because they don't want to have nothing to do with him. They treat him like a redheaded stepchild. But anywhere he'd be better off.
Keep going, Kurt. Let me I'm looking for so I can send Fred the link.
Yeah, and another thing, matter of fact, speaking of Muhammad Ali, today is the 57th year anniversary of him becoming heavyweight champion. Ain't that something? February 25th, 1964. Muhammad Ali made a roach spray popular. What's that? Def Con, and he had a a cartoon. He had a doll, a toy doll that was selling out in Toys R Us. I mean, Ali was he was massive. He was so huge and popular that every day something was going on with him. You just knew about Muhammad Ali. So, you know, 1.4 billion is not capped. I mean, he did that before the Inoki fight. He was doing hundreds of millions of views before the billion views. So, brush up on the history and go back and do some research on Muhammad Ali, his popularity. He was meeting queens and kings, and he was talking people down from committing suicide. He was all over the place. All over the place. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fact. Man, some people gotta do their research, man.
Dude had a cartoon. Remember his cartoon, Blue?
Yep. Okay, Fred, I sent it to you, King. Yep, I sure do. Man, you know what? Because pay-per-view wasn't publicized like it is now. It's different, right? And so that's what people see in today's landscape, today's version. They don't understand. Kashif Dixon, my brother in the super chat, he said Tyson Douglas 2 would be massive for Crawford Porter undercard if Tyson would win. Man, Buster Douglas can't fight no more. if he was in shape, yeah. You know what would have been massive if he was in shape and could do it, Kurt? Tyson and Bo.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that. Yep.
That would be huge.
Man, there's money to be made with them senior citizens, I call them. Yep. There's money to be made.
That's a fact, man.
Because I underestimated Tyson and Jones. I didn't think it would do that well, but people ate it up. And when I heard about the numbers, I was like, wow. Mike Tyson champion in 1986, still the face of boxing.
Emmanuel H., my brother, a.k.a. Super Chat, he said, the zone loses me with the times they fight take place. Like you'll see a random advertisement for a fight at 2:30 p.m. a random day in the week. Yeah, that's a fact. Like this, who fighting on Saturday?
Parker and Fa.
Yeah, Parker. Yeah, 1:30. We ain't even know. There go my brother, Frederick Hawthorne, man. Hey, Barbershop Conversations. Come drop that knowledge on us, bro.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. What's up, Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, man? What's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on with you, man? What's good with you?
Oh, I appreciate this. So my thoughts were this. The last fight, it was Tyson and Roy Jones. The undercard was the basketball player versus the white kid, right? And then it was Badu Jack, right? So if you follow the money, if you follow their ideology on what they do, they're trying to create another event. And the reason and this was an opportunistic play by them. You know, it's they didn't know 3 months ago that it was going to be a purse bid. You understand? So they said, "Oh shit, excuse me, I can bid on this and have this support my event that I'm putting on because they do music. They have Snoop. They have the UFC guy. They have all this stuff going on." And so my idea is when you say Crawford and Porter is it's not a supporting event because that's a boxing match.
Right.
They don't they put Badu Jack on the card. That's just a boxing match. Teofimo Lopez is a brand now. Like him, love him, or hate him, disagree. Teofimo Lopez is a brand. They're not interested in just putting on fights. It's a great fight for us, and we want to see it, but it's not something that's going to bring eyes to the plate. Sean Porter doesn't sell tickets. Terrence Crawford doesn't sell tickets. We are the only ones that's going to be engaged in that fight. They want a complete card. They don't, and everything has to be tailored around creating this atmosphere where you pull from the hip hop generation, you pull from the surfers, you pull from the rappers. Terrence Crawford doesn't do that per se, and or Sean Porter. So that was my take on this. And if you look at it in its totality, everybody wins. Kambosos got a career high. My guess in Teofimo Lopez got a career high. I'm assuming Bob Arum made a career high off of he got his 20% off of that. So at the end of the day, every entity won in this situation. And I think when we see it from that perspective, I think it'll give us a greater idea on what they're going to do moving forward. I don't think they're into the boxing business. Teofimo Lopez, I don't think, I could be wrong, is not a main event fight on Thriller. I think it's going to support something. And you know what Teofimo Lopez is going to do? He going to push this event. Sean Porter won't push the event. Terrence Crawford won't push the event. Terrence Crawford doesn't have coolness to him. Sean Porter doesn't have coolness to them. So that's what I'm saying. Do I want to? I saw people in the chat say I'm hating. No, I don't care about the hating part. I'm talking about the business element in terms of how I see their Thriller brand. They can't come into this and just say we're going to do boxing. No, for what? Snoop Dogg was the highlight of that event, and they didn't care what went viral. They just want to fill it in with everything. Fill it in, and we'll see. And we'll see what our weaknesses are. Their weaknesses on that card was Badu Jack. So they have an opportunity at Teofimo Lopez. Why? I mean, they didn't think they probably wanted it at a cheaper rate, but they knew they were going up against two of the top promoters. So they didn't know what to bid. It's their first purse bid. They knew what Bob Arum was going to do, but when they saw Eddie Hearn check in, they like, oh man, I don't know what Eddie Hearn's going to do. You know, he got the zone, he got $1 billion. All they know is what they read from you, Blue Blood, and Kurt Sugar, or when I drop something, or anyone else. They're thinking as they're novice in purse bid. It's their first purse bid in the history of the sport. They don't know, so they're not in the boxing business, so they're not going to put on a fight every month. It's too much work. They want to put on an event, get 2 million pay-per-view buys. They want your 16-year-old daughter coming to listen to Snoop. They want my old butt coming to watch Teofimo Lopez, and they want every celebrity to do what? Repost and retweet. Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford, no matter how that fight plays out, doesn't get a repost or retweet on social media. And that's what and that was my ideology behind that. It wasn't no hate or anything like that. I know because y'all think because I got history. I'm past that history with the Porters. I just want to make it make sense for everybody.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie, he said, Fred, Triller is knew exactly what they was doing, bro.
I mean, if they knew what they were doing, they wouldn't have bid at $6 million. You understand? Like, they didn't know the market. They don't know the market. We've all done that. You know, like simplify it like a date. Sometimes you don't need to go on dinner to get to the finish line. You know what I mean? Like, but because we so think that we need to spend $200 on dinner, wash the car, and all we had to do was invite her over for a baseball game. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to help explain. if Mike Tyson wins, and he is going to win, y'all. Like it's not about if he's going to win. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, Holyfield in shape, man.
And come on, man. Come on. With that much money involved.
They play it safe like Jones and Tyson. They'll play it safe, but when you do something like this, when you merge in UFC and boxing and wrestling, you always need a fighter or a fight to legitimize what you're trying to do. Now, see, Porter and Crawford, they don't have to have a big personality, but you would think that if Triller was trying to tackle the market, you would need to legitimize, like Blue said earlier, and he hit on this. It was too much of a circus because, like the Jake Paul and Nate Robinson, that was just a little bit too much. And even though people was talking about it, it was gaining traction. But I would think if Triller was smart, you need a legitimate fight to legitimize your act, and you can throw in the other stuff like the Snoop Dogs and however you want to do it. But you notice when this formula is successful, you always had a legitimate fight or legitimate fighter to be an integral part of your program.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. You're thinking from a boxing fan's perspective. I'm thinking from the business perspective. They don't need two fighters to make it legit. They need a real fighter that has a brand to go in there and knock this man out. They're not asking for a great fight. Will it come? Yeah, maybe. Jake Paul and Nate Robinson wasn't a great fight. It was a moment, and that's what they're in search of. If they get the great fight, great. They want that great moment that I believe that transcends boxing. They need a moment that Nate Robinson, Jake Paul transcended boxing. That's what they want. That's what they're in search of. In addition to putting on a great product, the great product is already there. You know, they got the entertainment, you got Snoop. So they got all the ingredients. They just got to hope to get something in return. They don't want Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford going 12 rounds for a unanimous decision. Bud boxing him on his back foot on his jab. Sean Porter being too aggressive and caught with the jab. That's that fight in its totality. That's not what they want. They want Teofimo Lopez to do backflips, promote the fight, do a great ring entrance, and be the brand that he potentially is. That's what they want. What we want is Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter. Thriller don't need two great fighters. Badu Jack proved that not to be correct. He couldn't even get a knockout against the kid. So they said, we don't really need that. Why don't we get a fighter that has a brand, that has a potential to put on a great performance? And that will, in turn, suffice the boxing fans. Because guess what, Kurt, you're watching the fight. You're going to pay the $50 to watch that on Triller, excuse me, where everyone in the chat is going to pay for that. It's not they're not in the business of boxing. They're in the, here's what I learned a long time ago when I did newspapers, and I finally accepted this probably in the last 2 years. Networks are not in the business of boxing. They're in the business of ratings. You understand? Adrian Broner gets 8 chances because they think he is a ratings guy. You understand? Networks are in the business of ratings. If hot dogs everyone knows hot dogs on July 4th, Chestnut is going to eat 100 of them, whatever many eat. So what we do at 12 o'clock, we tune in and 1 million people will watch that. You understand? It's not, it could be ping pong. It doesn't matter. They're in the business of ratings. So when Nike realized that people were watching Michael Jordan to see what he was wearing, you know what Nike said? We're going to send you a shoe every game. You understand? When Nike realized that I wanted to see what Serena was wearing, guess what? They sent her an outfit every match. So that's the point that I'm making. It makes sense for us if we stay in this bubble, as like if we stay in this Blue Blood Sports TV barbershop conversations bubble. Yeah, it makes sense. But to these executives who make $1 million in stocks a day, who make $1 million in property a day, who make $1 million supporting small businesses, so they thinking like in different ways to bring this all together. Boxing don't sell. A beef, only A+ fights sell. You understand? Everything else supports it. Case point and example, PBC leading up to Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia. PBC hasn't had those ratings ever since because we were building up to that event. That was an event. So Sean Porter probably had great. I'm willing to bet those Sean Porter ratings against Ugas was probably his best ratings he's ever had on TV and who's ever fought prior to that, because it was a buildup. We saw the finish line. We were building towards an event, and that's just my take on it.
All right. Well, let me say this, Blue, real quick.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this part.
Yeah, sure.
Atlantic City, when I used to go to the fights, and I ain't talk about Ali and Frazier or not a popular fighter, boxing always had tracked this crowd, savory and unsavory characters. It always had this thing where they attract a lot of people, and they use the boxing fans. Like I said earlier, the high rollers used to come into town, and it didn't have to be a fighter with star quality. Like when I went to see Arturo Gatti versus a fighter by the name of Leonard Doreen, it ended in the first round. When there was a fight weekend, no matter if it was a high profile or low profile fight, there was parties, there were concerts. They scheduled those concerts around those fights, and we're not talking about Mike Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs. They understood the importance of what a fight brought. Arturo Gatti always brought people in Madison Square Garden when they had fight night at Madison Square Garden. If it was a star fighter or not, they always had something going on. My point, or Las Vegas, some people used to go to Las Vegas that if they didn't have a ticket, they just like strolled the strip, because boxing always had a strange way of bringing people. It was just, that's just how it was. So if this is my own opinion, if Triller was smart to legitimize that act, you always need a legit boxing match, and you could do other stuff with it, because that's always been a formula of wrestling. When you had Mayweather and other fighters doing the WrestleMania and stuff, boxing just has an aura of attracting people, if it's star quality or not. That's just how it is. It always worked for many years, going back centuries. But anyway, go ahead, Blue. What you going to say?
No, I was just going to salute the super chats. God's Boxing Corner in the super chat. He said salute. James Kelly, the brother in the super chat, he said Fred is right. Salute to James Kelly. Thought I missed one. Think I missed one. No, that's James Kelly said, "Can I call in?" You got to inbox me your email, James Kelly. Salute James Kelly in super chat again. He said, "Can I call in?" You got to inbox me on Instagram your email. But go ahead, Fred.
Yeah, you're right in the sense of people are going to see a boxing match. That is pulling from 1% of 1%. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people need something to do on Friday night. Triller wants to pull from this Generation Z, X, or whatever. I don't know what it's called. They want to expand that 1%. Yes, people are going to Atlantic City to see Arturo Gatti. Those are fight fans. You understand? Those aren't like they're pulling from people in one audience. They want all the revenue. You're thinking, oh, I can go to Atlantic City, then I can go to the convention to see Earth, Wind, and Fire, and then I can go. But that's not one source of revenue. That's going 80 different ways. Thriller wants it all in one pot. They want you to come. If you just want to come see Snoop, I mean, if you're a big Snoop fan, I'm gonna pay this $50 just to see Snoop. So people gonna see it as a concert. You understand? So that's the frame that in which I think they're coming from. Yes, boxing is an attraction. If you're in Vegas and you have a host and the tickets are affordable, yeah, that's the best thing. That's one of the better things you can do on a Saturday night besides closing a deal. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think Thriller wants to make you a fan of Snoop Dogg. Thriller wants to make you a fan. They had Lil Wayne on there last time, a fan, or he canceled. They want you to tell your daughter, hey, come watch the fight with me. Snoop Dogg is performing before the fight. You understand? That's what they don't listen. Pulling from this 1% every Saturday night shows you that it impacts boxing in a deficit manner. Blue Blood said yesterday he was mad because they coexisted at the same time. He watched Broner at round 5, round 6. You said yesterday. So that's pulling from 1%. They don't want to pull from 1%. They want to pull from 10%. And guess what? Sad part about it, Sean Porter's had 10 years to develop his craft in terms of social media relations. Terrence Crawford has done it. Teofimo has done what they've done times 10 in half the time, a third of their time. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's I don't think we can hang our head on a great fight. No, they tried it with Badu Jack. They put him in there against a guy I've never heard of. And Badu Jack couldn't close the deal. And Badu Jack didn't promote the fight. Badu Jack got that fight because he's from he's Islamic faith. That was a deal from the trainer with Mike Tyson. That's how he got the deal. But now Thriller's like, nah, we ain't doing like this. Nah, we understand metrics. The same way the Boston Red Sox beat the Yankees is the same way Thriller wants to beat boxing. Metrics. And I think numbers show that. So that's just what I'm saying. You're right, Kurt, when you say you're going to the fight because you need that. My son doesn't need that fight. My son needs Blimpy. You know what I mean? Like that's what my son wants to see. Like he wants to see Blimpy take Teofimo Lopez to the ring, or what's that channel you have? Blue that I'm subscribed to. SS Pippin, DD Pippin.
Oh yeah, KK Pinson TV.
Yeah, KK Pinson TV. My son wants to see KK Pinson TV do an interview with Teofimo Lopez. You're already sold on the idea of Teofimo Lopez. You're in already. They don't need you no more, Kirk. They don't need me no more. I'm watching it. And it's only $49. They want you to tell your cousin, hey, come watch the fight with me, Snoop Dogg performing. They don't even want you to mention Teofimo Lopez because they don't know who Teofimo Lopez is. So now you got your hippie cousin, your drunk uncle, your saved 14 times cousin. You know what I mean? Your convicted felon, your cornball guy like me. Everyone is in one room now. That's my perspective, Kurt. Kurt?
Yes, sir. Here.
Okay,
I was just on mute. I hear what you're saying.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so Sean Porter can't carry this. They may do it with another event. Yes. I'm not saying that they will not do it, but that's Sean Porter. Terrence Crawford is not their first option. Devin Haney would be a better option than Sean Porter. Deontay Wilder would be a great option. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be a brand. Tyson Fury would be a great option. You understand? They trying to get everyone in this pot. You know what I mean? They trying to make jambalaya. You know what I mean? It's not just boxing. We see it as a boxing match, but so that's just my perspective. I'm not hating on the Porters. I'm over that. I don't give a damn about it. I just wanted to make sense because I even told Carissa Shields to do this 9 months ago. I got the DMs to prove it. I told her what to do, and she did, and she called me a hater. I told Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford to do this, to go negotiate and get on the platform. I told them I don't know them personally like that, so I told them but I felt that they wanted to put on another event, because they created 2 events, So and here's the most beautiful thing about it. Can give 2 cares about how much they got to pay Bob Arum. They can care how much they got to pay Al Heyman. Their goal is $50 million. Their goal is not to break even on the gate. Boxing's goal is to break even on the gate. Their goal is to put an event together that sells 2 million pay-per-view buys. That's what I ultimately think that what Thriller is doing. They're not putting on fights every Saturday. They don't have the infrastructure to do it. No way.
Brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens in the super chat. He said, no, 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 no. Boxing is supposed to be an event that attracts people from all walks of life. Boxing and hip-hop music are supposed to be aligned. The era promoters haven't grown with the times.
Kurt, you want to respond to that?
Well, boxing, when you look at history now, and like I said, boxing always had it's always been a very compelling sport. It's not a mistake that Muhammad Ali is the most recognizable face on the planet in his heyday, and his fights was doing billion views. I understand business very well, but what my point is, you need a fight or a fighter to legitimize your product, and you can throw in the other stuff like music, and you can have festivals like the Black Expo in Indianapolis. They had a fight there that weekend. That wasn't by mistake. When Vernon Forrest beat Sugar Shane Mosley, it was a legitimate fight, and they sponsored things around it. Me saying the personality of a fighter, in American lore, the personality of a fight. Ali and Frazier. There's never been a sporting event, no Super Bowl, no NBA Finals, nothing has been more compelling than Ali and Frazier. So you cannot underestimate the impact of the sport of boxing. Now, I know what you're saying, but you got to remember too, when they had those big fights in Vegas, half of that crowd is not boxing people, but they use the fights to bring in the high rollers, and they will comp them tickets. And everybody will be there that weekend. It will be an event because of boxing itself, like Cinco de Mayo, or in Las Vegas, or Mexican Independence weekend, a Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield fight. So what they do, if you take that fight, Las Vegas is always popping, but it's more popping when you have a big fight in Las Vegas that weekend. Everybody flocks there. Everybody. So boxing always pull people in. That's exactly what I'm saying. And it enhances businesses, just like it was like the Negro Leagues. They used to have businesses used to do very well when they had the Negro Leagues, and the boxing is just the same. Boxing cannot be underestimated. Now, we don't have a star. The biggest star in the sport of boxing is still Mike Tyson. But when you go up throughout history, and this is before Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson, you had the speakeasies, you had Joe Louis. So when you think about boxing always had people that, when there was stuff going on, they used the fight to pull people in. It's like that saying, you can, take a horse and, lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink. That's all I'm saying. Boxing always been an integral part of entertainment in American lore.
James Kelly, salute James Kelly in the super chat. He said, "I need help getting on. I went to Instagram. Just put your email in the chat, bro. Put it in the chat, great brother. DSA1, salute."
Hey. Go ahead, Blue.
He been trying to get on forever, man. Just put your email in the chat, great brother, man. Go ahead, Fred.
Kurt, you're talking about a standalone fights. Ali, every fight you've mentioned was a great fight. That don't need Snoop Dogg. Everything you've mentioned doesn't need a supporting cast. Denzel Washington doesn't need a Academy Award winning co-star. Muhammad Ali doesn't need something that stands alone. Thriller is not in the business of putting on boxing events. I think you're so deep in the boxing that you're missing it. It's not the boxing itself. Thriller doesn't need a staple of boxing. It doesn't need to be legit. You're asking them to put on a boxing event. No, take off boxing. They're putting on a ratings event. It's not a boxing event.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work with no boxing in the event. It's not going to work.
No, it's going to. They're going to have a boxer. You're thinking that they need a great fight. They don't need a great fight. You need a great fight.
No, I don't. I'm a businessman as well. I have an aromatherapy company, so I know business.
Go ahead.
I know business as well, but I'm just saying, when you have a fight, you have entertainment around the fight that circle the event. I'm not saying you need a fight. I'm not thinking about it because I'm a boxing enthusiast. I'm thinking business, but like Blue said earlier, it was too much of a circus. You can't keep having Jake Pauls and stuff, and and Nate Robinsons. You could just put on a fight and have other stuff around it. That's all I'm saying. You can have the hip hop, you can have concerts, you can have everything. You just need a legitimate fight like Mayweather and McGregor. Who was on the undercard? That was Tank Davis, right? Right, Blue?
Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah, I think against Fonseca.
Yeah, he lost his belt.
On the
right. See, that's what I'm saying. You can have the event, but you need a legitimate fight for boxing fans to come to. But you can have other fans, like when Mayweather fought McGregor. There was soccer fans, there was UFC fans, and there was boxing fans.
Okay, and that's why Badu Jack didn't get that co-main event spot. That's why Jillian Love didn't get that co-main event spot. Tank Davis got that co-main event spot because he is a budding brand. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Conor McGregor Floyd was a circus, was a high-paid circus. It worked. We was all enthralled. We were so in tune with that we were talking about who won the press conferences. We were all in on that. So that's what I'm saying. Tank Davis supported that. We knew he was going to beat Fonseca. We don't need Thriller doesn't need a boxing match. That's what I was saying. And the reason why Tank got the co-main event spot, because he's more intriguing than Badu Jack. The reason why Tank got that, because he's more intriguing than Jillian Love. He's been friends with Jillian Love for 10 years, but he knew Jillian Love couldn't fulfill that spot. Teofimo Lopez can't fulfill that spot. Teofimo Lopez is going to go viral tonight. He's going to go viral tomorrow. He's going to go viral next week. His dad is going to say something to Devin Haney. He's going to talk about how much more money he's making than Devin Haney, vice versa. Sean Porter is not going to do that. Terrence Crawford is not going to do that. Ryan Garcia is going to do it. Tank Davis is going to do it. That was an interview to be interviewed when they brought all four of those guys down there. That was a business move by Thriller. That wasn't a hot box, whatever it was. That was an interview by Thriller. They want to say, how marketable are these kids? Hence the word kid. They're not interested in old dudes fighting per se. You get what I'm saying? If Mike Tyson wasn't a cultural icon, if Evander Holyfield wasn't a cultural icon, they wouldn't be in that position. So that's the point I'm making. You're right that we need fans, but Teofimo Lopez fulfills that. That's what I'm saying. Sean Porter doesn't. He fulfills that for us, but it's not going to go there. It's just a branding thing. What I mean?
So what you're saying essentially is that they don't need hardcore boxing fan fights.
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Right.
What we are satisfied with Teofimo Lopez. We are very much satisfied. It's probably 1,000 people in here right now, probably. Like people were very satisfied. This is the only thing moving today. This is the only thing moving. Somebody probably died today in boxing. This is the only thing people were talking about. You know what I mean? Lou DiBella got a payday. Teofimo got a payday. Barboza, I mean, whatever. I don't even know the guy's name. Bob Arum got $800,000. You understand? So I think I think it's a well played move by Thriller. I really think, I really believe it, and we really need this to do well. Like in terms of theater, as Knowledge would say, in terms of theater, we really need this to do well because we need this outlet. We need Steven Espinoza to get on the ball. We need Bob Arum to get on the ball. We need Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn to get on the ball. You understand? So it's just incredibly important. Adrian Broner fills this spot. So that's what I think that Thriller is doing. I could be wrong, but I'm just following what I perceive to be the tea leaves. I was just capsulating their event that they put on. Snoop Dogg doesn't know nothing about boxing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see where you're going with it. They want that the entertainer. Teofimo Lopez is going to entertain you.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner going to entertain you along with the event itself.
Yeah. I mean, I would pay, like, for me personally, if me and Blue Blood are hanging, if I'm by myself, I'm really not paying for no pay-per-view. I'm being honest, right? But if I'm hanging out with friends and I want to hang out and do something, Blue coming over, I'll buy the pay-per-view. You understand what I'm saying? But I didn't invest too much in this sport of boxing. I mean, to just keep on giving for a mediocre fight. You understand what I'm saying? I think Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter is a great fight. I would love to see it. It's not about Terrence Crawford. It's about a brand. AB has a brand. Teofimo has a brand. Devin Haney has a brand. Tank has a brand. There's a few other fighters. Deontay Wilder has a brand. There's a few other fighters that have a brand, like a certified brand. Triple G, like it, love it, or hate it. He had a brand. I don't know where it's at, but he had a brand. I don't know if he still does though. I don't know if he still does.
Yeah.
But that's the point I'm making. Sean doesn't have that external brand outside of boxing. Neither does Crawford. Neither does Ugas. Neither does Manny Pacquiao. Has a brand. They would love to get a Manny Pacquiao on this card in a heartbeat. So that's where I'm at. He put his
Boss Red 357 in Super Chat. He said musicians have always aligned themselves with boxers like Sam Cooke and Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson and Tupac. So putting an event together with both performing is a great concept. Yeah, that's a fact. Salute to my brother, Boss Red 357. Dale McCray in the Super Chat. He said he's right, Blue. That's the same reason AB is still fighting, even though he is not all that entertaining all the way up to the beginning of the fight. Oh, even though he's not all that, he's entertaining all the way up until the beginning of the fight. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The biggest ratings they got is 300,000. You know what I mean? And if we here's how much people don't really, the boxing fans, Teofimo Lopez and did 2.7 million. What's the drop off from, if we're talking about fights, what's the drop off between Valdez and who's the guy he fought Saturday?
Miguel Bichel.
In terms of talent, not much. Loma and Teofimo Lopez, not much. I mean, A and B, right? A and B. But guess what? Teofimo did 2.7 million. Valdez did 900,000. Brand. Teofimo has a brand. He does backflips just after the Heisman Trophy winner. So guess what? College football fans, there's a 5% of college football fans that kept their TV on are now Teofimo Lopez fans. You understand? So that's the trick. That's why Earl Spence got 6.4 million after we won gold as a basketball team. So it's all about positioning. It's all about and my humble opinion, Bob is like, his feelings are hurt, but he's like, like he's as a matter of fact kind of guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, I lost this one. I'm still going on and I'm going to get you when I can,
right.
So that's my perspective on it. We're going to buy it because Teofimo Lopez fits the bill. And guess what? We're going to say, man, that Snoop Dogg dude is funny as heck. God, he funny. And you know what? I kind of want to see that little black dude fight. I forget his name. Israel. The first time I ever heard of him, Israel Alessandra, whatever his name is.
Israel, the son. I can't remember. Yeah.
Now I want to see him fight. Now you see the cross branding. Like, I'm very interested in him fighting now.
Right.
He did a great job, presented himself well. He was cool. He fitted. I didn't know he fit into a box for me. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And that's what Thriller wants you to know. They want you to know that you can digest boxing and Israel Alessandra, I think his name is. You can digest
Adesanya,
yeah, Alessandra and everyone else. So that's what I'm saying. So
James Kelly, man, I don't know what you're doing, great brother. I ain't see you. I don't know if I missed your email. Andre Jefferson saluting the super chat. He said T.O. Kambosos is garbage. It isn't $50 or $75 worthy.
no, I mean, go ahead, Kurt. Sorry.
James Kelly, man, put your email in the chat. Or did I miss it? I hope I ain't miss it, bro. Put it in there again right now, bro. If you see this, because we can get off in a second, man. So put your email in there. Put the email in there. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Fred.
No, I was on Kurt wanted to respond.
Oh, go ahead, Kurt.
No, I'm good. I was just saying that throughout history now, you was talking brand, but I was just talking legit fighter. Now, if Triller do something, it may not be Tyson Holyfield, and you could put something with it, like another fight. But I'm not saying you're wrong, but like Blue said earlier, that when you do something like Jake Paul and Nate Robinson, it could become too much of a circus and it could become a parody of itself. What my point is, boxing always, centered around, excuse me, I was eating, centered around a big personality and a legit fight. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
I think Kambosos Teofimo is a legit fight. I think it's a good fight. I mean, I'm talking about a legit fight. I don't know if it's a good fight. I ain't never seen Kambosos fight. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
He's not that good. He's not that good.
Okay. So I think Teofimo is he fits the bill. I think Sean Porter I think they should have went the purse bid a long time ago. Like, there were so many media members thinking I was hating on him. No, I just talk in the tone that's going to get y'all attention. The reason why I put Sean Porter in my title, because y'all think I don't like him. Y'all gonna come, if I put Sean Porter or Kenny Porter in my title, y'all gonna come running. I'm the great agitator. I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? That's what I do. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford should have went the purse bid 30 days ago. I said it a long time ago. So many people thought I was hating or disagreeing. They should have went the purse bid. You always want to see how much you're worth. You'll never know how much you're worth if you're just getting a check. Like if someone just handing you a check, you'll never know your true worth. Someone would have picked up the fight. Maybe Eddie Hearn, he bid $3 million on this one. Maybe he'll give 6 on the next one. A 5 on the 5 is a decent number. So I don't know. Or Al Heyman. But I think Teofimo Lopez made a great play. He knew what was coming down the pipe. He and his dad, when they did that interview, 3 days later, Thriller called them and was like, "We know you. How can we get you on our thing?" And Mike Tyson came in with his business sense, and he added that. He added his 2 cents. And then Thriller goes to their experts and they say, Teofimo, I know you don't have this purse bid. They were thinking while they were walking. They wasn't thinking like in a room. Every day they were encapsulating this plan or this idea. You can tell by how it came out publicly. And once they came up with the plan, they said, take it to purse bid. We're gonna win the purse bid. Guaranteed. We're gonna win the purse bid. And guess what? They won the purse bid. Bob Arum's pride is hurt because he and Eddie Hearn thought they had an unwritten rule to respect each other's business. You understand? He basically slept with his ex-girlfriend. That's basically what happened, And I think Teofimo done advanced the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Now fighters are actually thinking that like I don't have to just do with the ABCD route, like Thriller would. Now what you're talking about, Kurt, Spence and Crawford should take their business to Thriller. That's what I think. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what you're asking for, I think Spence and Crawford can do it at Thriller. What an event! That's an event, and has the best that boxing can offer. That's the business I believe that Thriller is in, or Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Now, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's the boxing matches I believe that they're into as the marquee fight. But in terms of carrying the event, they had Badu Jack on the undercard. They don't care. Check the undercard of the other guy, the younger brother who's fighting. I don't know what the undercard is, but he's fighting next month, and that'll give you an idea of what they're doing. So
Yeah. James Kelly, I sent you the link, great brother, man. My brother Boss Red 357. He said, imagine if Porter versus Crawford go to purse bid now, and Triller get it, and you have Porter versus Crawford main event and T.O. co-main event.
now Kurt, good. I mean, I think that's a great idea. Like, if you do something like that, that makes sense. But then you still need something to support it's Triller. Thank you. Now you still need something to support what you call it.
Yeah, I think that it would be great for Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford. If I'm Terrence Crawford, I'm seeking out this avenue. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that they will put up the big money for it, as long as they have events, like you said, to surround it. You know what I'm saying? If Mike Tyson, like you said, he's gonna win the fight with Holyfield because they invested in him. If Mike Tyson, let's say he get Shannon Briggs fight in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? At the Barclays Center is opening up. He gets Shannon Briggs at the Barclays Center. That's massive. And you put Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter on there to legitimize it. You know what I mean? To stabilize it. And now you're going to drag in the crowd from the boxing fans, along with it being an event. You know what I'm saying? And that would be massive. Because it's still going to be an action-packed fight, because I understand what you're saying as far as their brand. They don't have the brand that a Teofimo Lopez have. It's not, and Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, like you said, Deontay Wilder, they transcend, right? They are compatible to the young generation, the middle generation, the older generation, right? They attract different generations of fans. So yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is that if we get Terrence Crawford, that's a huge fight, right? You're gonna get you're gonna drag in the hardcore boxing fan to something that's viewed as exhibition by us hardcore boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was already looking at it as, man, do we want to pay $50 to watch Roy Jones and Mike Tyson? You know what I'm saying? He gonna knock out Roy Jones. And then when we got all these different rules, remember the rules was changing, and first it was headgear and 50-ounce gloves, and then that changed from no knockouts, and we know it's going to be an event. But it was great to have Snoop. I can't remember this dude's name. Israel Desano, Desanye. And who else there was? Sugar Ray Leonard, right?
Was it Sugar Ray Leonard?
I forgot, man. But Sugar Ray Leonard is a horrible commentator.
Yeah, he truly is.
Horrible.
It was Snoop. Yeah. Oh, it was the guy from Showtime too.
Oh yeah, dude from Showtime, yeah. So you put them together with the entertainment. Imagine, I think they'll make up. My brother, Money Brown TV, salute. What's good with your money? Go subscribe to Money Brown TV. Renee Bosh Young, what's good, Renee? Go subscribe to Renee Bosh Young, man. But yeah, I think that they would make up for the lack of brand for if they surround it right. They'll be able to attract the hardcore boxing fans, and like Kurt was saying, that you would be able to bring in, still surrounded with those entertainers. You know what I'm saying? Still surrounded with the Snoop, surrounded with Snoop, Israel Desano, and maybe like you said, Fred, it's not they're in the entertainment business. They're not in the business of making us happy, satisfying us. They're in the business of exposure, as much exposure as possible, right? Make as much money as possible. So if you bring in all those, let's say they do some, unorthodox. You got a UFC fight, you know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford fight, you know what I mean? That brings them. You got the hardcore boxing fans because we just want to see Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter, right? Can Terrence Crawford knock out Sean Porter? You know what I mean? Can Sean Porter out physical Terrence Crawford? You know what I'm saying? Right. And then you put Mike Tyson in, as the main event, because we don't want people to leave. And this is no slight to Terrence Crawford because people are going to say I'm slighting Terrence Crawford. But when they had Terrence Crawford and on that main event, when he fought Igor Kavalauskas and they had Teofimo Lopez and Richard Comey, people started leaving when the Richard Comey fight was over with Teofimo Lopez because it was in New York. You had both.
You were there, right? You were there.
Yeah. And so you had both fan bases there. You know what I'm saying? And man, when Teofimo Lopez won, because they both from Brooklyn, so it had that aura. But when the fight was over, it was like a deflation. It was like, all right, let's go get some pizza. You know what I'm saying? We out. We saw what we need to see. Meanwhile, Terrence Crawford is fighting in the main event. You know what I'm saying? And this is no slight to Crawford. So, but if you put him as a co-main event, and you still got, let's say it was in Brooklyn at the Barclays, you got Mike Tyson and Shannon Briggs. That alone is going to sell in the Barclays Center because that wasn't built when they was at the height of their career. You know what I mean? Now you're going to bring Zab Judah in. And on top of it, you got such a fight with such high implications on it. You know what I'm saying? So many people going to want to apply for credentials. You know what I'm saying? So many people is going to, and then you bringing it back into New York and especially in a certain, like if it's done in this summer, you know what I mean? Things just start blossoming. You could come back, you know what I'm saying? Like today, the Brooklyn Nets, they just sent me to come back to tickets and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like things coming back in the summertime. It's in New York. You got, Shannon Briggs and Mike Tyson. You could walk to the Barclays Center from where they live. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So, and then you put Terrence Crawford on there. I think that it'll heighten it. It can't, you know what I'm saying? So that was my take on it. I think that because, like you said, it's good in my opinion. So my point was this: it's good for Crawford and Sean Porter to get them before they realize. You understand what I'm saying? Get Triller before they understand that we overbid. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, they know they overbid it. They know they overbid it when they got the results of the purse bid.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, try to catch them again. See if you can catch them again one more time before they truly wake up and be like, man, listen. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, like we put out they doubled Eddie Hearn's offer.
Yeah, they would have put 4 if they would have known. Like what business?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, again, like a fight, so that maybe they look at that fight and say this wasn't a high quality fight and we overbid. And maybe they look at Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. That's a big fight because Mike Tyson's gonna be like, man, that's huge. He gonna have the Porters on. I don't know if Crawford gonna go on, but he gonna have the Porters on hot box. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shannon Briggs gonna be going around. Let's go, champ. You know what I'm saying? And they might be like, man, we need this fight. This is a huge fight. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't know how to. No, see, you're asking something that's never been done out of their career. You know what I mean? They've never led in a big fight. Terrence Crawford has never been Floyd Mayweather in terms of promotion of the fight. Sean Porter has never been in that position.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. No, surround them with the necessary quote unquote circus. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you surround them like with the Shannon Briggs, Mike Tyson, Zab Judah gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And they know them. I'm not talking about Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford. I'm talking about the people surrounding it, like Shannon Briggs, Mike Tyson. They're gonna promote Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron James is not gonna retweet it.
Yeah. Well,
here I am.
What's going on with you, James? How you feeling? I am. We see you, great brother. We see you.
So let me.
All right, be advised. Stand by, fellas. Yeah. I know. I got. Stand by now. Stand by. All right. Turn this off.
Is this funny? Is he a comedian?
No.
Okay, we good. What's up?
What's going on with you, great brother?
Can y'all hear me, man? Stand by. Stand by. I got fellas. JCK is on his way. I love all you blue blood Kurt, and my man. God, what's my man name? Cause he has a good show as well. I appreciate his show. Now look, I know I bring laughter to the family. I ask you both, all three of y'all, to please pray for my family. I lost my biological mother a few days ago.
Oh,
Sorry to hear that, man.
Sure.
My condolences, man.
I lost my a few days ago. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I just ask y'all to send out prayers for the Kelly family, man. It's one of those things, man. This pandemic, man, it sneaks up on people, and okay, she had some health issues and everything, but I think the COVID caught her. But she's in heaven now. She's at peace. Anyway, now, am I allowed to speak?
Yeah, you're talking. We listen to you.
Kurt, you do
Yes,
know who
sir.
I am. Come on, Pat Estonian. What's up?
What's going on, man? Always good to talk to a fellow Patagonian.
Yeah, and I know Blue gave you my number. I'm gonna give it to you right now. I don't care who is. All y'all call me 252.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I ain't worried about that, man.
No. James,
Yeah,
behind
we-
the scenes.
Yeah,
Behind the scenes, brother.
Don't do it.
Brother, I understand.
There's a private chat in the.
Yeah. We could get it. We could get it. Not. Don't do it that way.
Well, yeah, no. Look, I'm a former Marine. I ain't worried about nobody calling me.
Well, Marines die too.
Hey, whoa,
Put
bro.
the number in the private.
Whoa. My man said Marines died too. Look, hey, look, if you don't mind, man, forgive me. What is your name? Right here
Frederick.
down. Say
Frederick.
again, sir.
Frederick.
You had a good commentary the other day, and I really appreciate it. It was real good. I had a chance to talk to Devin Haney's dad.
Right.
Devin Haney's dad. It's real. I enjoyed this segment, but let's get back to what y'all was talking about earlier about boxing and everything. Do y'all remember when Foreman and Ali fought? They had the spinners. They had all this James Brown. You see?
Pointer Sisters. Yeah.
Yes. They had all of that. And even though Muhammad Ali didn't need that, because he himself is a superstar, the star act, But today, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. I ain't got nothing against rap, but I don't like it. I don't like how they come out talking all that crap. Look, bring out a band or something, man. Throw down. But the key is the fighters need to fight the fighters. Bottom line. This talk, all this crap, this money, this amount of money. Come on, man. They didn't do that back in the day. They fought. And probably not getting the amount of money that these bosses getting today. But somebody need to teach them, hey, you ain't all that. But for some reason, they get paid all these big dollars to fight. And we are the ones, I know I'm one of the ones that pay for the pay-per-view, $70, $80. I remember pay-per-view was $20. My thought is, these guys need to understand you're here in a fighting game. It's already a dangerous game as it is. But if you don't care about your fans and you're more concerned about your money, which I understand because you can get killed, but look, get in the ring. It's too much argument, man. Daggone, I'm telling you, it makes you get sick. You get excited about fights and they come through, then they fall through. I mean, what's up? Do y'all think I'm retarded? If so, tell me now and I'll cut off.
Well, I'm gonna say this, James. With the music, you said bring out a band. I wish that was the case. Being a 54-year-old man, the Earth, Wind, and Fires are all gone. The Temptations are all gone. You ain't gonna never see no Al Greens or Stevie Wonders anymore. You're gonna have NBA Young Boy and the Baby. I get my 16-year-old son to keep my ground to the air. I don't even know these new rappers. I'm a Rakim kind of guy, G-rap, but those days are long gone, and we come from an era that the best fought the best, and the James Tonys and the Roy Joneses and the Bernard Hopkins. Them days is all gone.
Why World of Sports?
Exactly.
CBS Sports.
Exactly.
See that doggone skier boy? He jump up in the air and he crash and fall all over the place. You got Evil Knievel. You got Evil Knievel jumping the daggone cars and flipping all over the place. Man,
Yep. Them days
that
is
was
gone.
it's gone. But does it have to be gone?
No, but
Does it have to
natural
be?
progression of life, in boxing, the difference between yesteryear and today, they were alpha males. Today, you have a lot of beta males, and that's the difference. And the best is not going to fight the best. We can have a golden era, but you're not going to see Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, Lomachenko. See, that's a golden era right there. If
Yeah,
they
you're
fought
right.
each other, they're
Yeah,
not
you're
going to do
right.
it.
You're
They're
right,
not going to do
man.
it.
But it hurts the fans. It hurts
Hurts
fans
the
like
sport.
me. It
Yeah,
hurts fans that I'm not no casual boxing fan. Trust me. I used to throw down there in Volcano, the Blue Duba up there in Totowa. What? Duba had his gym up there in Totowa, New Jersey.
that's the
Duke,
gym I came from, Lenny Shaw.
hey, be advised. I know about all of them. Let's go to the Golden Clubs and everything, man. And maybe it's just me, like you said. Hey, Kurt, I appreciate what you're saying because I'm 54. Be 55 Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday. Old enough to be Blue Daddy. But the reality of it all, man, I think money has gotten caught up in the boxing realm, whereas I want to be this, I want to be that. And I don't blame Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd, he worked for his stuff, man. That dude, he didn't drink, he didn't get drunk. He dad gonna go to a club, talk to him, look at him. The next thing you know, him and his boys out there running 10 miles. Floyd did his job right. And I respect him. He did it right inside the ring. He did it right outside the ring, promotionally wise. These young cats need to learn the business side of everything. Because I'm like this, like Bud Crawford, love him to death. I think Bud will beat all of them. Yeah, I said it. I think Bud will beat all them guys in his weight class. I look at daggone Bob Arum, the lawyer. You know he's a lawyer, right? Y'all all know that, right? He's a bona fide lawyer.
Yep.
Bar got his, bar degree in the whole shebang. We don't know what he put in the small small print of the contract. How many people look at the small print of the contract? Bob Arum made a comment about daggone Bud Crawford, man, it ticked me off. What? You losing money? Let the man go. Let him go. Because Bud can beat a lot. I'll tell you right now, Bud Crawford will beat all them boys over in PBC. And I'm real with that. Oh, there my man laugh. Yeah.
Laughing at the chat.
Well, they calling me crazy or something? What's up?
They about to start throwing tomatoes at you, man.
I'll catch them all.
Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
The chat on Blue Blood Sports TV is a tougher crowd than the Apollo crowd.
Hey, Kurt. Can I say this, Mr.
Yes,
Mr. Pattistonian?
Yes, sir.
How many crowds have we been through that was tough?
Oh man, Patterson. People don't understand, man. Patterson,
Alabama projects, Christopher Columbus projects, Fifth Ave projects. Come on, Grand Ave, which is now Rosa Parks. Yeah, take that. I ain't worried about those chatting people. I ain't got time for them.
Hold on, James Kelly. Hold on, James Kelly. Donnie Jones in Super Chat said Viacom should still dispense and Bud fight. My brother, Box Conversation, Reggie Owens in the chat. He said the Marine commander said, "Jump off, you got duty."
Okay.
Oh man,
James, you went to East Side, right?
Yeah. Look. Let me tell you what happened, Kurt, and be advised. Most of my family members, cousins, everybody went to East Side. When my mother told me at 13, she was hinting around the bush. When I turned 14, she said, "You out of here, 18." She said, just as clear as day, you are out of this house at 18. So I went to Wayne Tech, vocational high school, to learn a trade, and after my junior year, I said, I do not want to be an industrial electrician. And my sister, Miss Chestnut, who was my sister,
I know
science teacher, I begged her, please talk mommy into letting me go to Eastside. She did, finally. And got over there, got that co-op program. I'll go to school half a day, work half a day. But I was going to the Marine Corps right off the back, Jack. And my mother was scared. She was scared for me. But hey, I had to do something. And so Eastside was nothing to me because it was right down the street from it. I would go there for basketball games, everything else. A lot of people I hung around with went to Eastside. No big deal. But I went there my last year, and Joe Clark was who he was. And you can believe that. You can believe that. You in the hallway? You in the hallway? What you in the hallway for? Feel me? My
Yeah, for
brother.
those. Oh, go ahead, James. I was just going to tell people that Eastside was based on the movie Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman.
And look, what they don't know is Eastside has a long history, man. You know that bad boy was built over a graveyard.
That's why they call us the Ghost. That was our
The
mascot name.
ghost, yeah. And then if you notice also, it was all white at one time. Yeah.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. But you know what? It don't matter. You had Eastside Kennedy. Eastside can never be Kennedy at the daggone Thanksgiving game, man. What come on, but it's okay. My point is, man, we come from a spot, boxing, fighting, basketball, all that. We were involved. You better be. You better be right and exact when you deal with it. But yes, I graduated from Eastside High School, man, and I thank God for that. And from there, I went in the Marine Corps. I did 4 years. You know, won the list, got my honorable. 2 months later, I was blessed. I'm still here. I'm down here in North Carolina, working for the federal government as a civilian. Been there for 34 years. You know, about to let it go next March. But I'm not letting go of my life as far as, you know, coming back into the community, doing things. I mean, I'm just going to retire from this particular job. Then I'm become a motivational speaker. That's why I keep telling Blue, I'd be telling you and Blue, put me on. Look at Blue laughing. He's smirking. He's smirking. He's smirking. He's smirking. Look, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you right now, March 2022, I'm retired from the federal government after 39 years. Mm. Feel me? I'll be 56. But I can come on your show, talk to everybody, keep everybody pumped, and then get my own show. Get my own show. But it's all good. But I appreciate the show, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. Boxing is a fantastic sport. It originates from England, overseas, and I'm gonna tell you, these knuckleheads need to bring it and fight each other. Oh, look at my man, got my man crazy.
Oh man,
I'm gonna come shave your beard. Come on, man.
I'm trying to laugh just to, you know, because the chat is fucking dying right now.
No, all is good, man. You know why I'm trying to bring laughter, man? Because you know my biological mother passed a few days ago, and even if I'm hurt, sick, or something, I love to bring laughter to people, bro. Coming from Patterson, what? 15 minutes across the bridge from Manhattan. Yep. 10 minutes from daggone the Bronx.
Right.
You don't tell me from Jersey. You don't tell you from Jersey, but I don't care if I told them or not. Feel me? But I do know I'm a boxing fan. I love. Pardon me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Blue. Go ahead, Blue. What you got?
Salute to brother Box Conversation Reggie Owens in the super chat. He said now he done turned the show into a history into his documentary.
Hey, that's a good. Is he talking about me? Is he talking about me?
Yeah, he said you turned the show into your history, your documentary.
Well, that means you're gonna buy my book when I write it.
Now. Jafari sees in the super chat. He said, "Hey, Curry, he's trying to audition for Kurt's spot."
No. I mean, No, Kurt, you know I ain't doing that, man. No. I'm not trying to do that. But
Hey, Blue, who said that? Who said that, Blue?
Jafari Caesar.
Hey, Jafari,
Hey,
that's the joke of the day, man.
hey, Jafari. If I took Kurt's spot, it's still bringing Patterson to the network. You know, but I ain't trying to take Kurt's spot. Look. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a blessing that Kurt it's a blessing that Kurt it's a blessing that Kurt is sitting in the spot he is because he can relate to where I am and what I'm about. So when I bring my little knowledge to the table, everybody out there, beside what me and Kurt and what Blue Blood got, you can't deal with James C. Kelly, Jack.
Oh Jesus!
Oh man! All right, OG, we gotta get out of here, man.
I know you got to go. Thank you for allowing me on the show.
Thank you, James, man. You have a big personality, man. We love you, brother.
It's
and my condolences, man.
More. Hey, you should come in at least 3 times a week. At least 3.
Well, I want to come on your show too now. What?
Too many old brothers on my show. I got too many.
Oh, man.
You're going to be asleep anyway. You're going to be asleep by that time. Don't worry about it. Here, 3 times a week. You need a 30-minute segment 3 times a week. All right?
Oh, man.
Well, you know what?
JC, man, we love you, man.
I love all of y'all. You know what? Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate you. God bless you. May heaven continue. You invited yourself.
Anytime, JC.
Anytime, brother.
So what does that tell you? What does that tell you if I invite myself? They love me. It's all good. Appreciate you. Thank you both.
Hey, man, make sure you show up to the barbershop tonight, man.
No, bro. What time is? Oh,
12 p.m. our time, man.
I gotta go to bed. Man. I gotta be up around 6:30.
You got 4 hours, man. Take a nap.
If I take a nap, I'll be through for the rest of the night. But be advised. I tell y'all what. Be advised. You know what? You know how. Be advised. Hold on, Step. Check this out. When we look at boxing, right?
You talking us into the afterlife, man.
Okay. but we good. We good. Come on now. Come on. Give me a shot. Check it out. Come on now.
22 minutes ago. You've been talking for 22 minutes.
But you were listening.
No, not really. I've been texting.
You were listening. I was looking dead at you. But I tell you what. I bet you. What's my name? What's my name?
Hey, see, this is what I was telling you, DB. Here come them pancakes, man. Hey,
I tell you what, though. I appreciate this show. I appreciate what you do because you're promoting boxing and getting boxing
top of your show.
Oh man,
you're bringing boxing back to a place where it should be, and I appreciate all what you guys do. And I watch it. Even my man with the beard, he's cool. He's cool. But check it out. Check it out. Is what we bring to the table to pump people up. Man. And I'll follow up on your show.
I know, yeah, but I'm gonna see you coming though.
But you ain't gonna block me, are you?
Oh hell no, man! This is all in fun, man.
You ain't gonna bash me from the doggone.
This is all in fun, but we do got to go because I know Blue gets off at 5.
I don't get off, but I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up early. But God bless you all, your families and everything, and be advised. Be advised. Yes, for Marine Corps term, Army term, whatever you want to call it. But just be safe, okay? This COVID is not no joke, man, and it's just one of those sad things for a man to get a message from his brother. Your mommy died, and it's like. I can't go nowhere. You know about Bragg's funeral home, Kurt?
Yes, I do.
And bro, they got so strict. By the time people stand 6 feet apart, they out in the daggone street in the snow. You feel me? So the family decided, cremate her, and I just have to mourn right here with my family, But thank all of you. I appreciate you. And look, be advised. I'm here. Love all of you. God bless you. May heaven continue to shine upon all of you and your families. Okay.
Appreciate you, OG.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
you. My condolences, brother.
Thank you,
Bless
sir.
you.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. Reggie said, "Wait, did he?" He said, "Reggie said in the super chat, wait, did he say thanks for the invite?"
Hey, Blue. Pac-Man said, "Can't stop, won't stop."
Oh man.
Oh,
Emmanuel H in the super chat. He said, "I'm so confused. I stepped away and came back to the chat. The chat is lit, and OG got me thinking I'm watching a back in my day segment." Right. Man, let's get out of here, man.
What is?
y'all
Go ahead,
go.
Fred.
I
Now, go
appreciate.
ahead.
I love you, Kurt Sugar. Love you, Blue Blood. Thank you guys. And I'm on my backup channel. I'm on my backup channel.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you you got the link to it?
Yeah, I appreciate DB putting in the link. So I'll be there tonight. We got Michael Thompson coming in, Michael Thompson Sr. coming in tonight. It's gonna be a fun show. We rocking out. Thank you, Blue Blood. I love both of y'all. Thank you. And at the end of the day, boxing wins with this move, and it gives us something to talk. We had 1,000 people in here tonight. It gives you got how many likes you got? 3,000 today?
Oh no, man! They should have been up, man. You know how they do, man. Come on, man. They got to wipe their feet before they come.
Hey, Fred.
Yes.
Let me see. Let me peek around the hallway. Make sure my wife got the door closed. When is that girl coming back on the show? What's her name?
March. Brianna Betty. Yeah,
be back. Yeah. When she be back, I'll be up for that show.
I'll make sure.
I'll be up for that. I'll be.
I got. Hey. I keep it real. Hey, they be out in the morning. They be back.
I'll be there for that show. Just let me know. Give me a heads up.
Hey, you know she listening, right?
Oh, she is. She's. Well, I'm her number one fan. Just tell her. You know.
You funny, Carl. You funny, man. This nigga really whisper. Oh,
yeah, man. Because my wife, you know, I mean, she become busting through the walls if she hear me. So,
like that commercial.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and plus she's a carrier, so I gotta be careful.
Man.
Oh man.
Oh man. Kurt said, Fred said he really whispering.
Oh, I said that.
I gotta be smart, you know. Gotta be smart. Just give me a heads up on her. That's all we, you know. Hey, listen. I love boxing. Boxing is a passion, but I also love the ladies.
Very serious in the summer, good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, Kurt, we need you on sooner. Hey, why he don't come on sooner, man? What's the hold up?
Nah, I let Blue cook, man, because Blue got a lot to say, and plus I'll be working. Because I got like over 200 clients, so I try to be off by.
That's what's up.
About 5:15. So you know, but I let Blue.
Man. OG, we getting out of here, man. You trying to creep back in, man? We getting out of here.
What a show! What a show! Thanks, Fred, for being on, man.
Love y'all, man. I love y'all to death, for real, man. I can't have a Monday through Friday without y'all. Like, I love y'all dearly.
Oh man, I appreciate it. That. You know, I'll be sending Fred pictures, man. I'll be having my ice cream and popcorn.
I love y'all dearly. Man. I in the chat, man. I know the names. I love y'all. Andrea, I still love you. I know you've been hating me for a long time. It's okay. At the end of the day, we still get our fights every Saturday night. And tweet. Make sure you use your platform to tell the world you don't like me. All right. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace, bro.
All right, bro.
I get out of here on this side.
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you. All right. Peace.
Yeah.
Woo! What a show.
Salute, brother Woke. In the super chat, he said old school. He said old school still going. Oh, look at Donnie Jones in the super chat. He said that was longer than Blue Blood intros. Oh, snap. He said that's longer than Blue Blood intros. Man, they stay getting on me for those intros. Yo. Oh, man. Y'all ain't right, man. Your DB had me rolling. I was listening when he was doing it, man. Unreal. Salute to Christopher Myers in the super chat. He said, him with it all right. That's all I got for y'all today. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, old school, man, we getting out of here, man. You clicking the link to come back in, but we getting out of here, bro. Emmanuel H, my brother, aka Super Chat E in the Super Chat, he said dropping a dub for Kurt. Dropping that dub on us in the Super Chat. He said dropping a dub for Kurt. Some ice money, some ice money, because wife gonna put her foot in.
Oh man, what a day! What a day! What a day!
Oh man, Manuel
What
H
a
in
show.
the chat again. He said MF Barry White Al Green voice just to say that. Facts, man. He throwing the turn on the lights. Desmond Bishop, brother in Super Chat, he said y'all got to do this more often. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We gonna start bringing Fred on more often, man. Facts, man. OG trying to still come in, Kurt.
Yeah.
He's still trying to come in.
Yeah. I'm good. Hold on. I know you got to go. Why you inviting Fred back? Everybody else back, but you don't invite me. I got the bag.
What you talking about, OG?
I got to pay $2, $5, $10 for the super chat so you can see me, and I can't even.
OG, it ain't that type of party, man.
I'm sending my resume now. I'm sending my resume, man. You ain't gonna be denying me.
He want to get on. He want to be part of the show, co-host the show.
Well, not really the show, but mention me sometime.
We'll mention you sometime. We'll get you sometime, OG.
Hey, a word is bond. All is good. The channel is awesome and very precise. You do your studying, you do your work, and that's awesome, man. Because sometimes people get on the doggone show, they don't know what in the world they talk about. So thank you, BB.
You got it, bro.
And be advised, Kirk, I'm still a Patagonian.
Absolutely, man.
And former Marine. And be advised, let the world know James C. Kelly is here. That's right.
Yes,
look at my man Blue Blood smiling. You heard it, good. For real.
All right, James, man. We getting out of here, OG.
Hey, good night. Hey, I appreciate all your love. You. God bless you, man. Heaven continue to shine upon you. God bless you.
All right, OG.
Thank you,
God bless.
sir.
Later.
God bless you.
Deontay Mosley salute, man. Go ahead, Kurt. Get us up out of here, man.
Oh man, what a show! It felt like a Dean Martin roast, man. Hey Fred, thanks for coming on, man. And you made some good points. I understood what you were saying, man. James Kelly, man, my fellow Patagonian, you have a big personality, man. You liven up the show. Great show today, Blue. Chat is tougher than the Apollo crowd in New York, man. You guys don't let nothing pass. They don't miss a beat. And I respect them for that. They stand on a square, and I got respect for people who do that. Hey, I'm just a fly in the ointment. I'm glad to be a part of the show, man. Great show, Blue, man. And we'll be back tomorrow. We got fights this weekend. I can't keep a straight face, but what a great show, man. But chat, Blue. My name is Curtis Anderson.
Oh, man.
Kurt Sugar, man. We will see you tomorrow.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.